we can start to talk about things them way they happen in our country, we don't happen in our country. We're still going our country. First of all, we're going to start with the Dubai Expo. We're going to continue with the MCC report, the Wellington fire disaster, the EU report, the Auditor General, and the First Lady in some way we've seen on social media, the lavish money or maybe the whatever money anyway, but we'll come to that side. But we'll go start now with the Dubai Expo. Now, I want to say this program, entertainment platform this. So whatever we would do on this platform, we must talk about entertainment. You know, a month ago we see the Sierra Leone musicians then we was led by the First Lady and the President. We then go to Dubai and we see couple of the Salon brothers them and sisters them and Ami Kalon where they will perform na Dubai. So couple months ago the ambassador Cardinero was on this platform. I quote Cardinero say the team was led by the First Lady and now the First Lady gets that project done. As usual, Sierra Leoneans them for the past years them we they go expo, especially musicians them. That team they lead by the music the Ministry of Tourism. So I won't forget to now take about this Dubai expo trip where the musicians them then go perform na Dubai. Let's start with you, Myk.
I don't really know why this is even debatable because any meaningful Sierra Leonean for embrace Expo because it's a good platform wherein Sierra Leoneans then go and we country go for go exhibit with culture, for go exhibit with art, for go interface with other countries, then for go collaborate. And the most important thing also it's what for go tap into business opportunities. Let me make this very clear because we audience them out there feel so we don't talk about Expo. It's all about just entertainment for go perform no more because some people and they say what's them go to the Expo then just go perform. No. The key thing about Expo it's about interfacing with other cultures, other countries, other communities, for see how people can blend other countries and see other people in culture. Key thing is business opportunities. We see what the presidents do a lot of meetings and then we get with business partners. Of course, the people then will come say pundits and will say, well, what you don't see now, it's not just gonna happen right away. You get to negotiate, and get to do background negotiations that can happen back there. And some good thing come out, they will see recently where the ambassador supposed to say they don't sign an agreement with UAE we are in, then they try for helping labor people from Comonia and go work na Dubai legitimately, we are in and go get them papers and cared for and all that, and also training in tech vogue, training in education and then all the other thing them. Then we'll see where this fire disaster will happen Wellington, may the souls of the faithful departed rest in peace. We see one of the first countries and we send a whole plane of medical supplies will be lacking in the country.
Myk, sorry for interrupting. We come to the fire. There's a lot.
No, I just explained the importance of Expo, the importance of collaboration, the importance of us going there, the importance of why we have to collaborate with other countries. And as I tell you, so over 40 African leaders and go Expo. When every day, not all, they all don't go one time. Every country gets a day, what they call a national day. Sierra Leone gets a national day. We'll see what the president of Rwanda go there. We'll see the president of Congo. We'll see the president of Uganda. These are some of the few presidents from Africa we go there. So Expo is a very good thing where every Sierra Leonean for embrace. Now, back to your question, say, the First Lady, you say you talk to, I call her Cardinero saying the First Lady, because maybe the pundits and get for saying the First Lady and I'm champion everything. People need to understand this. The fundamental responsibility of the First Lady of Sierra Leone is she is the hostess of the country. Go look on her. In office fall under the office of the President of Sierra Leone. It is not Fatima Jabibio. I'm talking about the First Lady of Sierra Leone. Start from Patricia Kaba, start from Sia Kuruma. They are the hostess. So events like that in the hoster. So if the First Lady in the face, I'm champion, at the end of the day, what me and you for the talk about is what? When they talk about success, we talk about output, we talk about returns. How was it? Was it unique? Was it special? Was it fun? We able to yield the dividends we want for yield. That is what we should be talking about. That is what we should be debating. So, but like I say, Expo is something where every Sierra Leonean for embrace. It's when the presidents come into power, I talk about human capital development. This is one way. Ami Kalon, we know ever take lots of the countries are the first time when they can go. We see Wilma that picking one of the points where one day you know ever travel out of the country. We see them can go. We see entertainment gurus like Charlie Afner, they all go. People from film industry, people from culture. So everybody go. So you know mean say because you don't see the minister of ICOLA, of tourism there. The deputy minister, William Kentiko, he went to the president. Other ministers then go back to the president. The minister of tourism, they for other thing. So this is why we Sierra Leoneans and for embrace them. It's good for the country. It's good for tourism. It's good to showcase our country. It's good for collaboration. It's about time Sierra Leone take the seat where they belong into international league of countries.
Cashbox.
Yeah, thank you, Egerton. You know, first of all, let me just make this clear now. You know, let's don't be childish when it comes to issues relating to the country. And I'm sorry, Myk Berewa, for me you say it is not debatable, but you've just mentioned so many things them way clearly tell you and me say it is something worth debating. You know, I don't want to make, because you see some of these things that we're discussing, they're responsible for so many deaths them when they take place now in country. Premature deaths. Now then some of them things they are where we want to play catch with you know seriousness of issues them. We want to play with them. You know, when you talk about tourism, promoting tourism and all these things, you know what? That expo thing that you know what it go show? It just go promote Dubai then tourism. You cannot talk about tourism when your country not stable. You go tell me say, oh, it is stable. I don't care whether the president and go expo or Uganda the president go there and whatever country them go there. The point is this: when you talk about tourism, look, we have a rich history. You can go back to the Banana Island, the Shabro Island, the King Tom, where slaves were being sold. Like, we get these histories. Like, this not the thing them where we suppose for promote, stabilize we country, create the image now we country. You cannot be killing people in McKinney, tell people and say, for me to go, let tourists them be attracted to Salone. You cannot be killing people in a Panemba Road. You tell people and say, we go promote tourism. The point, the issue of promoting tourism, now for able to get people and where they attract, where you go able to attract, for good to your country. But you cannot be creating this image damaging the reputation of a country, and you tell we say, we go promote tourism now we country. That doesn't work. You know, like the whole point where you talk say, oh, we fall that point where you make earlier about the funny side for today, say, oh, they fall into me trap and all that. Please let us attack. Let me talk about issues and let's be very, very mature about this. Because the thing they are, you know, this whole politics gimmick, this whole politics game, you know, between the SLPP, the APC, Uda win today, Uda lost tomorrow. It is the reason why we see small bubble them, Manso Kamara or so, if it's the rotting, there is no proper medical facility. This is the reason why Myk Berewa, you they talk say where fire happen now we country, the first country them, now Dubai or whatever. Now the reason that because we so depend on grants, bigger. This not the reason that we're responsible for that. We can do it ourselves if only we don't prevent all of these things that are happening in our country. They're preventable. And the reason why always alone, the first country, the first person will help, the first person this way does, is because a country will reach. So much riches than other country, yet still we sit down the above always when something happen, they run for go give you aid, they run for go give you money, run for go give you food. This is the reason. Please, when we're doing this debate, and I know we're talking about the expo, for me it is complete. First of all, is this the first time expo ever happened? Is this the first year they ever do expo? I do not know the answer to it. But clearly, I won't believe say it's a yearly thing. And why is it that all throughout the last 3 years of this government, and they say this government, because like now Myk Berewa just they tell we say, oh, now for make a showcase alone. Wait, you say you're not going to yield anything like not to see where they happen quick one. So for the last two times we don't go apart from this, waiting it don't actually bring to a country. You know, please guys, let us be very matured and talk about issues them, because until salon people have get to understand one thing, that country where would they play with, so where would they joke with, so boku money they underneath the ground where would they work at. But yet still millions of people they in hunger, they die of starvation. It's because with everything we try to politicize and play with them. We cannot be taking these issues as jokes. They are serious issues, and people are suffering as a result of reactions them.
Thank you very much, Catchbox. Lago to come with Koita.
Thank you, Egerton. You know, like putting Catchbox say, when we come on a platform for discourse, and for now we talk serious issues. Now we be realistic. You know, make your list of policy saloon big pass to all. A big pass any political party or any individual. But let me tell you something, Egerton. Like way this man they say the president for go for showcase for we attract to investors. When the president is sober-minded, that means they form a government. The government it decentralized. You get ministries. Each ministry gets a responsibility. Let me go back to 2007 when Nkrumah came into power. We will be not lost business with Israel for over 30 years. In no go Israel, we send Cherikoko with other people to put some SLP members of parliament for go negotiate, because the country what in make investors they come not to the president go work. Now the stability of the country, the security, then they give investors a chance for coming. Not to say we go. You can go time and again. President Berewa past 200 times, you're not getting investors coming. The thing they attract investors and the stability, the escalation of political tensions, the security, then they make somebody say that go invest in that country. But if you look at Syria, since 2018 to date, if now you an investor, what's confidence you get? We already get so many political tensions. You get people that they arrested the same player for nothing. You also they kill people for nothing. You get to say taxes they go up uncontrollable. You also say president they go up and down without even get respect for the people left. It's for God's sake we get Minister of Tourism. Voting, if you say what you get for gain for letting President Putin go lead the delegation. Okay, I agree and say I forgot self low. Instead of care activism, but the left comedians them. Do I even see that the ambassador of the industry is they call the comedian they don't speak English. Look at this disrespect to the highest level. The left side people left. Then go select a few them. Why the first lady for champions on Twitter the tourist ministry for lady? As Myk Berewa say, sometimes I can be disappointed. Me can tell plenty. We have educated fools. What I mean, the one way they feel they educate, what they need to understand the issues them or the topic them, they say the officer of first lady, now the hostess. Now in the go host the expo. No. Now they go host the expo, Google find know when they establish the office of first lady. In fact, that office become established when APC get that governance. We get first lady, we never get the office of the first lady. They get the responsibility. If you say the host president, always sort it up as a way they go directly where they affect the office of the president. They need to do something on that authority, especially for the go champion. If we can't have a platform for talk, not misuse, or not misinterpret, or not talk because me and APC and talk because for just for back APC, or me and SLP. Sometimes let's take politics out of the topic here. Let's be realistic because this is about Sierra Leone. This is what they do so. We are joking with other people's lives. We are joking with people who are in the suffer. Today, you fortunate today, and that's what I'm fortunate are there. Who say if you even for an ambulance, you can't take out. You get security, you get good health facility, you begin secure for educate, secure for medical, or other things. But people they down there, we know see they happen. Things stronger. They say for go expo, the presidents they take and they use state resources. Team way for solve the medical problem, team way for solve the education problem, team way for solve the water problem, team way for solve the first problem. Then they take and say they go for good in expo. Okay, where they go, what's the show the nation? What's the show performance of 99.9 Sierra Leoneans in the watch what things they do. They're not supposed to go perform to foreign people for them and say, okay, we get a better musician, we get a better culture, and all what happen, the president plus US plus all that they perform in front of Sierra Leoneans. So what they go for go sell? They go for go sell salon to who that? So salon full again. What do we know about? You get for can't tell about salon music coming as salon, and you get for can't tell about what Amicalon, we know Amicalon. Or now that they want show, what in they go showcase? In the first place, they went to Expo with what? What in a showcase? What are the investments where they discuss? Like Dubai is where this man they talk about. We have a lot of salon that we're already. From when they can know peanuts in the Soviet them. Now they pull the grumble see we want come back because they suffer. Let's look who is fooling who. What's in the most okay? There's nothing. But for the camp on a platform, let us don't behave like if what will not pass. People have not need for full people. We they come here at the place. We go to choose people come with the promotion because at the end of the day, we don't the opportunity for people to talk for us today. We don't come for the camp for talk. Let's be realistic. We have to make a very serious manner. We have to make a responsible manner. Let people see. We know what to talk about. The first lady don't successfully don't hold the Minister of Social Welfare, Gender and Children Affairs. Now, not successfully hold the tourist ministry. He not successfully put himself inside the national aid secretariat. Say they're not an ambassador of Africa. What are you talking about? Now, the responsibility of what is not a responsibility. He not get anything for doing governance. Go Google. You have nothing to post any responsibility. He not get anything for doing governance and for support a man. Now, for support a man, not to take champion. See the way we say established by law, Minister of Tourism established by law, get a minister a deputy. Why possible for champion? Take artisan. Not right start. Let me cancel box. Go check. 2016. We will get way. We will get student activities. We will get artisan get some go witness. We will over 40 or 100 artisan get visa for go all over the world. Go America, so then go UK, so then go Dubai, all over the world for go showcase. It happened in 2018. You not see President Romani. You not see first PD. Not the first time this anyway. So for local platform, we have to be responsible in statement them. We have to know exactly what we do. We not for misinform the public of certain things because maybe because of the level of understanding or the level of education. Because if you want to say the 40, 99 stress, yes, but to get a limit, all the limit tap within the office of the president, within the man, not outside the man in office. Because you know, that's for the governance. The first day of Chile, we all know see when they say they sit down in front of minister, they look and address them, but they say they go address military. We don't ever happen in Salon. They say if they go unveil people in ceremony in the army. When they see so many things, we say it's unconstitutional. You know, for themselves, you know, they go there as well to sit down. All first ladies that want to do with the man, they sit down and keep quiet and listen. Not to go champion. When they see where you know there are so many things, a lot of things for talk about. But the expo to me, that will not get nothing for talk about except for then go waste taxpayers' money to pull this up and they die because of we don't get Kanimatina. Then they die because light no day for letting give the light for letting able to sustain toxin and cottage. Let us be responsible for the statement there.
All right.
Yeah, I don't say one for respond. Just want to say something quick. The musicians then we go perform. We make to understand so we see where Sierra Leoneans them. A lot of 99.9 of the people them we the Sierra Leoneans they perform for and Sierra Leoneans them. We people them out there they expect Sierra Leoneans for perform for different nationals them. And also we on platform where they give we see pictures all over at the booth where they give we see pictures all over, President viewing pictures all over at the booth. And when we check other platforms like Nigeria the platform, we see pictures of Burna Boy and display Davido, most of them big musicians them at their own platform where they give them or them booths when they give them, they perform them display the big musicians them. Yes, go ahead and respond.
Well, Shaba, it's like you just have to be to pay attention because it seems as if maybe your eyes be just fixed on the president and pictures. That's it. You know, if people have
not only the president, we see other pictures.
Let me just come in. The people get biased views. Their eyes the fix on waiting and one for fixing. But if you look at, we even display with minerals, we display with culture, we display even the artifacts the modern they make that salon, all be there inside Expo, inside the pavilion. In fact, let me tell you something. Some countries and they be share pavilions at Expo. Because of the lead of the First Lady, Sierra Leone, one of the few countries that will only get a singular pavilion. Anyway, let me just come to me.
Yeah,
brother. Look like my brother, they don't look really informed. You know, for Koita, he's lost. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. But let me just address Cashbox because we are going around. So start with
Shaba, I think Myk, you're being rude. Myk, you're being rude. Honestly.
Okay. I'm not rude.
No, you've been rude. And Shaba,
Okay.
I'm sorry, but if you don't control Mike, I'm gonna leave because he's been rude. You've been
All right,
rude. That's
you
very,
can
very
leave.
rude.
You can leave.
No, guys, let's just hold on here, please.
That's your prerogative.
You are
I
being
know,
very rude.
I know, I know. Talking anything bad, Naya.
And I cannot tolerate that. You are being
Guys,
very
boss,
rude.
let's hold here. Before we come on, say make we all respect yourself. Make we respect each
I
other.
don't say anything.
Make we respect each other, please.
I don't say anything. I don't say anything. Then they interrupt me time.
No, you are very
Make we
rude.
respect yourself. Make we respect yourself, please, guys.
You're very rude.
No,
You're very
Mike,
rude. That's
Mike,
very rude.
Okay, can I go ahead?
Yeah, go on, Myk Berewa.
You either
So, like,
apologize
I
or
say-
I'm going to
I
leave.
can just say.
Kashi, please. Make we respect yourself.
I'm
Mike,
not kidding.
before we come on board, say make we respect yourself. Mike.
You're being rude.
Okay,
No,
all
you're
right.
being rude.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
all right.
I cannot
Okay,
be
then allow
on
me
this. I'm
to
sorry.
talk. You eat on the time.
Kashi, come on camera. Kashi, no see on camera. Kashi,
No respect with audience.
please. Yes, no respect.
No, you need to apologize or I'm going to leave because you're being rude.
Apologize for what? For telling you say you're not informed?
Yes, that's rude.
No, you are
Because
not.
You don't know anything about
You are not informed. You can tell me say I'm not informed.
Sorry. Okay,
Okay,
no,
allow me like
no.
justify am.
Shaba,
Allow
I'm
me
sorry,
like
but I'm
Hold on, Kashi, please. Kashi, please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Me apologize to everybody now.
You cannot say I'm not informed.
Kashi,
Tell me.
You are not.
Kashi, sorry.
Okay.
Allow her, please, Kashi.
Okay.
What do you know the reason why I say you are not informed?
Okay,
You just give me
thank you very
time.
much. So what do you know that I do not know? Tell me
Okay,
what do you know that I do not know?
let me tell you. Then give me time, let me tell you.
Yes, if there is no valid reason, I'm going to kind of quit
the
the
one
show.
thing why
Tell
you
me.
say you're not informed of
Yes.
Expo. Expo is every 2 years. It's not every 1 year. That's the one thing I tell you say you are not
It
informed.
was a question I asked.
No, why that make I say so you are not?
It
If
was
you
a
informed,
question.
you not go ask the
No,
question.
you just listen to me.
If
It
you
was
are
a
not
question I
informed,
asked.
if you are informed,
No.
if,
Okay, you
if
know what?
are informed,
You know what, Mike? I'm sorry, but I'm going to tell you to get out, okay?
okay.
Sorry, Kashi, please. Kashi, sorry, Kashi.
It's all right. The man
Go on.
Yeah. So long.
Go on.
First of all, the man not informed. So they don't know say Expo now every 2 years. It's not every year. So that's now one thing person not know that. Secondly, the thing we're not informed about, Expo is funded. Sierra Leone was funded, not to taxpayers' money than used for good day. Then number two thing we're not informed about. Number three thing back we're not informed about. Expo is not only about artists. It's not only about performing art. It's about exhibition. It's about tourism. It's not only also about tourism. It's about partnership. It's like a United Nations General Assembly. I just make them very clear. I say out of Africa, 40 countries, look it up. 40 countries, head of states. Now them go there. Not to another tell you about vice presidents them. I just cite some of the presidents them will go, let me see. Because not one day then go, every country be getting on their way they go. I saw Rwandan president went there. I saw Liberian president went there. I saw Congo president went there. I saw Ugandan president went there. So why you for tell me say presidents not get business for go today? Now the same thing, and this is what people in the talk say president be they fly. All who say president be they fly, go where they go, you know they meet the other company presidents and did it. So that equally so the other countries about them president and they fly. Who said the president be don't go and one go the other president no more. Where other president and all the day. So now I can tell him say he's not, and he's not informed. These are the people who mislead people out there. Because try forget your facts fine before you I call up. And they talk say Sierra Leone not make like Sierra Leone stable. Sierra Leone the peace index will come out. Site says Sierra Leone is among the 4 peaceful countries in the world. Why are you talking about Sierra Leone is not stable? Whose country they want to discuss not there? No, whose country America they know they kill people there every day. Whose country they want Cuscas not there? Whose country they want police brutality not there? England, you know get knife crime there, who say there? Sierra Leone index, the 220 or 21 index just come out. Among the peaceful countries in Africa, Sierra Leone is the 4th peaceful country in Africa. The MCC report come out. There are areas where Sierra Leone they do extremely well. So what are you talking about? Say Sierra Leone not peaceful, Sierra Leone not stable. Sierra Leone not stable. What are they talk about democracy? Sierra Leone not stable countries and they come out. Nigeria recently we see a delegation come up and do a camp for can study with anti-corruption model. People then come up Botswana. When they will be the look at where can study with model, then you say salon up stable. Not all salon there's so man and they get all kind. Not all confess they can't happen soon as salon. When they talk say salon not stable. Not all chilling they go on a salon. Offices are not open. Governments are not open. They are not paying people. So these are the people who go out there and say, so Shaba, now with the address, like to you on point where they say, if you go back and look to the pavilion, there was a lot of things that all countries and then put to the president. Any side where salon go, I want you to understand this today. Right. Any side where you go, when a salon, they where the flag, the president in face the day. Now make you go to a bank, say you see the president in face. And it's like Roma in face, they all stand at the bank there. All institutions in face the day. So any side where you go where you see a president, a national flag there, the president in face the day. You go to the state offices, the what's now state offices. Joe Biden in face go there. You go see the flag, the American flag there. You go see Joe Biden in face there, or something where they symbolize say this is the president. Now except yeah, you know this is a federal state. You don't know the president in face. Sorry, I take that back. The governor in face. You go see the governor in face and then at state institutions. So what is wrong with that? We'll see meeting where presidents meet with businessmen there. Who's here? You say that not here, Shaba. You not see her.
I saw a couple of
businessman there, you see him, right?
Yes, I saw a couple of pictures of him.
No, you see him a meeting, it be there live, Fatima be there live, you see the meeting when a tycoon, they're all inside a whole hall where he meets with them. So it's not only about words, artists performing, that is just one aspect of them. Shaba, you even know say United Nations General Assembly, artists
me focus on the entertainment.
Right. So now the reason, in fact, why would they talk about Expo? Because now we don't get, now lights don't come to her. The one that when we go there run away, when they go Milan, Italy doing APC 10. Now then take them put there. How many artists here give us? Few APC artists they will collaborate and go. So man they go there run away. The one that will go there all come back. They get them first class entertainment. Then come back. If they go there go entertain Sierra Leoneans. What is wrong with that? They are not Sierra Leoneans. If they want to see the no artists, then what is wrong with that? What do Nigerians say? You ever see any Nigerian artists go perform? You see them Expo Nigerian, you see it loud like that. Now we don't Expo. It loud. We see how the place full. We see how the stadium they went. Even though that Sierra Leoneans and people are happy. All that they tell you say Sierra Leone is a new face of Sierra Leone. It's a new direction. People are ready. With all the political toxicity where they go up on social media and everything, what is wrong if we all artists and go perform for the young people? Rap Gino ever performed on stages like that. Ami Kalano ever performed on stage like that. Wilman ever performed on stage like that. Those are things well for celebrate as Sierra Leoneans. Not to all man go. Not to all artists go. During APC 10, not to all artists go. If Famous go perform, what is wrong with that? If Mahmoud go perform, what is wrong with that? If Rose go perform, what is wrong with that? If Cow go perform, what is wrong with that? Are they not Sierra Leoneans? Are they not Sierra Leoneans? So now they say let people get the facts right before they can debate. I like for debate on issues. I like for cancer don't have talk way. Since Papa Shekon tell they talk their salon that. Let's talk about facts. Let's talk about
what do you know? What do you know? You know nothing. You know what this is going to be?
Yes, Cashbox, welcome back. Like it for Koita. No, okay. Like to Cashbox to Congress Koita.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Myk Berewa. Welcome back, Cashbox. please, guys. Please make me respectful, please. Thank you very much. Go ahead,
thank you so much. You know me, I like for someone like I like in me. I need the vex. I just make and let understand because these are the educated fools who me the count. If he about issues, he know nothing. I need the say little. He know nothing about Sierra Leone. Even when they talk, so he know nothing. These are the people who live in America. Then they see things blindly because they are tribalists. We cannot say this one point to some of these guys. He know nothing. In president with the serve, I know something better than him. We both serving in the same army. I know the man. When you win, I resign. I say, you know, to make better president because I know the massive as president. You know little about Sierra Leone. We're
talking about Expo.
Let me. You know, now they can be. You just say, I collect and say, you know nothing about Sierra Leone. I know something better than you because I serve 28 years, meaningful service. I start run through from APC to MPS to SLP to APC to SLP, and I resign because I know this president will not be better person. Let's come to Expo. Nobody's saying people will go to for Expo is wrong. Nobody's condemning that. So try to understand the issues or try to understand the topic. Maybe you don't understand the topic. Not the first step. Like artist, the Myk Berewa also ask some now. APC first get a visa for travel. Nobody might not know. If we can, let's be sincere. You know, for all you say, we know nothing. You now the propagate lie. That should be there for pamper bad governance. We are fighting against bad politicians. So if you want to talk, understand the level. I know something better than you in Sierra Leone by far. So if I talk to you, if you made a talk, you know, say I talk in the genuine point of view, not as an APC. I talk as a Sierra Leone.
Let me go more than 1 minute before we come to the MCC.
Let me address Myk. Nah, let me address Myk. If I get the info to say, me no, it's not like you are lost. You lost us alone. Me, I just come out alone. I suffer the pains. I'm not at the table. If you talk during the war, even January 6, before they were attacking Africa on January 6, people are going to studio Joseph Fritz camp. So if it's when they go make Echo Fest, that makes alone peaceful. In 1999, January 6, Joseph Fritz there at stadium. In January, rebel enter January 6. If you don't know, let me inform you now.
The peace index hold
on, let me educate you. Let me educate you about our stability
in Africa.
Okay, listen now. Before 2018, check the peace index. Salo was number 1 now West Africa, number 2 now Africa. Check us out now. You don't know nothing. Let me just
which year was that?
Check 2018. Before 2018, go Google now.
That's not true.
Index. We don't drop 6. We don't drop 6.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
My friend,
that's not true.
My friend. Okay, listen. My
friend, educate you. Let
me educate you. Before 2018, go Google.
Sierra Leone was third. It was not first.
No, let me educate you. No, you know nothing about the peace index. No, let me educate you now. Before 2018, we were there first at West Africa. We were there second at Africa. Now go. We dropped 4 places down at West Africa. We dropped 10 places down at Africa. Let me educate you because you least educated. No, listen. No, listen. Let me just come. Let's come. Because I be visiting with the Eco Fist. I don't tell you you know nothing about Sierra Leone. You cannot compare my knowledge in Sierra Leone governance or Sierra Leone than with you. Because you know nothing. But me not care for Kampampa, SLP or APC. I can't talk about the issues that affect Sierra Leoneans. I can't talk about saloon. I can't talk say we have a ministry responsible for tourism. The president nobody say for let waka, for let go talk for saloon for God development is wrong. But what you don't achieve in 3 years plus. How many say don't go? Which investments you don't get? Oh, when I talk, say the total don't get. To now be sincere to the for God's sake, now be honest for once. Let's keep tribal apart from this topic. Let's keep political party. You are tribalism. No. You are talking your point of view. I know we cannot study to talk tribal without pointing at some of you guys because you guys are not sincere to the nation. Me, I thank God. Me not to be not in the man. I say I with sincerity. Say at this point, who say me come out 4 months ago. People are suffering. People are dying because of we will not get proper leadership. We get bad governance. People job ready. We see the high rate of armed robbery right now. The high rate of killing. Then they kill problem. The high rate of kidnapping. You say salute safe. You say on social media. You are talking here. The expo. Nobody don't say President Bio if for like the artist is wrong. What we are saying here, the first in the champions alone issue. She is not part of the governance. She is not a minister. You're not a part of the governance system. It's not possible to manage it wrong. Like all the first them, if that's the case. But take in face and picture, put her all over. You want to talk now, like say, what do you want to talk about? Nobody not say let them go at them. Now opportunity. We want time for that happen. But what's to happen in a genuine point of view? Let the minister go, then go to case alone. Okay, like in the tourism, maybe entertainment, maybe agriculture, maybe fishing industry, maybe mining. So be it. Let it be the business of the president. But it's because of the first thing they make, we get a kind of crowd. Shame. Let's see what we talk. So if they come in the platform, looking at some of like somebody like me, where you don't serve meaningful service, 28 years, not to that full man where when I visit, no, we don't keep quiet because we suffer it. I know what you know went wrong for 30 years ago. I was in the system since 1990 to 2018. I know what thing went wrong. Not like some of them would be say opportunity like that. Now when I need to go salute, if you not say salute, you carry family, they don't go Sunday. Let them go school. Let them go admit a corner. Let them go admit a cottage. If you need the wish, let's wish good for the people. Me just came 4 months ago, so I know the pains of the people. I'm talking here as a victim. I talk like a victim. I don't talk like what you enjoy. No, I'm just from Sierra Leone. So you don't post alone. What's wrong for letting care artist them? No, that's not wrong. But how them go? And that's for me. Now first for Canada go. Now for lead delegation. It never happened. Call Nigeria. We call to Nigeria. First lady go. Is he Rwanda first lady? Is he Uganda first lady? Call the 40. So what is he 40? Call each one. What is he first lady champion? Let's be sincere to our nation. For once, let's feel for people left. You cannot come here and we talk your knowledge. You know little. Don't say this don't know or this or no. I am informed better than you because I know the issues. I serve in different capacities. I've been lecturing people. I know say government went. I know say every government failed, including the APC.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys.
Let's talk and give respect.
Thank you very much, guys. We have to move on now. Please let's move on to the MCC reports. Where just come out, we see this present government pass the MCC reports. I'm not going to name all the things the way they pass and fail, but I will name few of the things the way they pass. The civil liberties, political rights, control of corruption, rule of law, freedom of information, other things and back way this government fail as a program they go on. I go inform people here. I come to you, Myk Berewa. What's that you take? Present government, President BU, the SLPP, the power government pass the MCC reports. I believe say it's a good news for now. What's that you take, Myk Berewa?
First of all, I just want to people know say because if we do comparative analysis, I don't like for go back all the way to President Kaba in time because I don't want for bored people or stretch people their memory. I can let for compare APC term and SLPP term. First of all, before I lay the premise here, APC term will not ever pass MCC. I want to let people understand what's in the MCC force. The MCC na the Millennium Corporation Index, where America they set for give money or for work with any country. Because first time America be they give money to people them and they take no more than eat and they use a pity patter. So where America decide say then they set a benchmark. With them benchmark and they then get key things then when they look at. Then they look at economic freedom, then they look at ruling justly, then they look at investing in people, then they get Okuboko things and under the thing and they then get factors and when they look at. Under the economic freedom, then they look at fiscal discipline, then they fiscal policy, then they look at inflation, then they look at regulatory quality, then they look at trade policy, then ruling justly, then they look at the rule of law, civil liberties, then they look at corruption, how they control them, political rights, government effectiveness, freedom of information, then investing in people, and of course, then they look at health expenditure, and they look at primary education expenditures, and other lot of parameters. And we'll see how Sierra Leone make huge gains. Out of the 20 benchmarks, 13 nice salon pass. And Shaba, I want to make this very clear. Nigeria fail. Ghana fail. Botswana fail. Countries that will be the look up to them fail. So this all they tell you say it's all a media propaganda where it puts out there. It's all media propaganda. Oh, this country this, oh, this come back to the country not stable, oh, this country this, oh, then they kill people there, oh, then they kill people there, oh, then they talk about kill people. They're not going to kill people then during APC term, they're not going to kill people then for youth village, na Kabbalah, or they youth them go demonstrate for let them not pull the village for Kango when I do. They're not kill people then they're not kill students then when them be the protest. These guys and stuff where they talk, so they not accuse them, say then kill, now they kill, I call them, I don't know, one journalist. During I don't know, new people journalists sorry something when they kill them beat and say it die of blood injuries when a journalist and then beat. These governments don't come in power, they don't pass all the indexes then and I want people to understand say these are not indexes when Madabio get contacted, bribe them for letting them do more. These people have agencies in Sierra Leone. There is an American embassy in Sierra Leone. They are there. There is US aid there. There are American institutions in Sierra Leone. Where they're going to the field, where they come back, they report, then take the independent information, then come, then sit down, they analyze them from different spectrum. So why me and you now for bash this? Oh, you want to accept the EU report? They said the EU reports are the good reports than for Salon. The EU reports now reflective of the situation as Sierra Leone. But you don't want to accept the MCC report. You see how biased these people are? You talk about say Sierra Leone not stable. Then I just tell you say, Salon they among the stable countries in Africa, where Google are now, peaceful countries in Africa. Sierra Leone they among the countries where they get economic freedom. Sierra Leone, they are among the country where they invest in people. This government, only government is where they invest. Where they invest 22% of the GDP on education. That is investing in
$500 per child. $500 per child.
I'm coming. They don't invest 22% of the GDP to people. What's man enough food when they give money? What's man enough food when they give money for education? What is government to write programs when they buy them? They're not fool, they are not stupid. If they say the money is not they are not investing the money in people, they send their people on the ground. They see it. I am not telling you Sierra Leone is smooth. I am not telling you Sierra Leone is dear. I am not telling you Sierra Leone is heaven. But what I will proudly tell you is we are on the right trajectory to economic recovery. We
look at the mentality.
In many shape or form. People then grab, they go talk about hungry, they go talk about, yes, it's a global issue. I mean, they buy less $22 for box now. Now less than $46. Shaba, you say most of the thing that I be they buy gas, not to say they buy gas now. I be they buy thing and I tell you, accidentally you're gonna store, it will tell you say things that don't go.
Now. America and
me, I am on my legs.
Hold on, I
am on my legs.
Hold on, yeah.
Please. The recent World Bank report, what they talk about authoritative facts. I know they just talk based on my own opinion. And they talk about facts. If my opinion, I don't going to match me up. But they talk about facts, and they talk about reference, and they talk about something where you go point to. The recent World Bank report
in this
so say Sierra Leone economy
let's come opinion. Then you know what to
boom. In 2023-2024, it's going to boom by 2.3%. Look it up. That is World Bank, not me. Things are hard everywhere in the world right now with COVID, Shaba. Unless you are not just to say the truth. Ticket prices high. Inflation there every year. America gets over 20 million people who are during in poverty. We don't get jobs. President Biden recently the highest inflation after 30 years they hit America right now. England, and you think that you're gonna stores the right now, and not get stores and they were empty provisions and all that because the supply chain is cut. So it's a global issue. Yes. What thing I want let me hear you argue on, what is this government doing towards it? That is a fair question. That is a fair debate. What is this government doing to cushion the effect? Because that is the responsibility of every responsible government. I want questions like that. So if you try to tell me, say, because of Salon O, Salon Stable, Salon D, Salon Stable, 2013, Shaba, Sierra Leone was the most corrupt country in the world. Look it up. The most corrupt country.
Hold on, okay, question. Please, 1 minute, please.
In 2015, the highest maternal mortality rate in the world was from Sierra Leone. What to say now, brah? So we are moving. I am not telling you here, say, President Koroma not make any gains towards that. Because government's not continuity. But surely we are not where we used to be. Now we see during an Koroma intent, they arrest a student for WhatsApp message we just forward. This president come, they don't I call them. They don't sign them bill and you all. We are in freedom of expression day now. Who are the artists and they sing for president, then they sing for music, and they go on stage and nobody know the whole day. Nobody not gonna use one and go sing some other be all the life, Fatima they lie. Nobody know. You want me to say they arrest them? For your sing nasty. Nobody know all that. Emma sing putting music, nobody know all that. During APC, Emma sing ready for putting music in Nigeria be there. And not be there Salome launcher. Then Gradient Stadium for life. So you can't tell me, say, now they are giving governments the debate, so they get debate on government issues. First an APC would have born you. Then sack a vice president, nobody know. Cough. President Komango and party talk say, when in a choose leader, anybody where challenge them, it will kill them, a drink champagne over and body. The videos are there. There was a massive corruption. with the funds of what? Ebola. Instead of tell us, I don't tell you, I say, not eat Ebola money, they video they out.
Okay.
So you can't compare now and Friday. We are in a better footing. That is what the MCC report says. The MCC report is an authoritative report. It is an international credible report where organizations and they use, where investors and they use, where they want kind of country, they know they go ask Koita. They know they can ask me. They know they ask you Shaba. They know they ask Cashbox. They go on the web to check the indexes about Sierra Leone. And if you go and look at the indexes about Sierra Leone, it is in a better shape than before. We are not yet there. We still have a lot to do.
Myk, 1 minute quick. You just mentioned, say, government and continuity. Somebody just sent me a message, say, make you name 1 or 2 things them way this present government we don't continue with the past previous government. What's them they do?
The road projects. I post a lot of that today on my social media thread. Shaba, all the funding where APC came was secured by Pakaba during in lobby with African Development Bank under the PRSP paper, the Poverty Reduction Strategy paper, which get 9 pillars them after the war coming to governance. When they come, all the money then they not make APC not make 15% of the roads. This is a fact, Shaba. I don't make things up. Look them up. It is a fact. What is government on Canada? What's and then they continue. Some funding and they were done there already, and then they continue it. Then what is government on continue with that? So then one area, if I can answer that person's question, now one area that. So now we look at governance, now we say the facts to people. There is a lot of misinformation out there on social media because we population very gullible. People are lazy to search for information. People are lazy to look for information. The first information will always they come out and people and they go with you where they come for can defend that information. It will become a problem because people don't use them. They don't stick in their head and they move with them. But one night a lie, I will tell you today it is better than yesterday.
Okay, Myk, I will come back to you back. Please make a bring in Cashbox. Cashbox, please. I don't know. You're not mind for unmute, please. Cashbox. You can come on. Yes, Kashi, will talk about the MCC reports? Yes, go ahead.
Thank you, Shaba. See, we were in a diaspora. It's either with the rich or with wicked. Seriously. First of all, I go to the road where Myk Berewa they talk about. Say, APC not complete 15% of the roads. I don't want to argue about that, and I don't. But I'll give you one statistics now where they now World Bank. It then our World Bank their website. So before I come to the MCC report, because Myk Berewa not even know the reason for MCC report. He not even know the reason for it. And they say America they give we money, they give we money. Before we America they give money, they didn't measure people them. The MCC report not because of America they give money, but at the Camden. The World Bank report where they prior to the road, where they make the road them, where it say APC not do 15% of it. The World Bank we say before they make the road them, if they take 20 minutes per kilometer for travel with raw materials them, 20 minutes per kilometer. Now if they take. So inside the World Bank report where they write in 2018. They say after they make the road, it takes 2 minutes per kilometer. 2 minutes. A savings of 18 minutes.
What's the important? Are they on the computer?
Follow Myk. You get it from please. Go ahead, Cash.
They call World Bank report some up like. What's the important?
Myk, I go meet you, please. We go ahead, Kashi. Yeah, I think say Kashi they get so small.
Another oath.
Go ahead.
Sorry, me network bad.
Yeah, we're not doing this guy with for worship, yeah.
Right. Yeah. So if when I reach down the Shaba, I defend them for you, I send them to you. Because I say I'm not beloved. So This kilometer as a result of when they make the road there. But now we go back to the MCC report. You see, Shaba, you know the mentality where they kill Salon and African countries them. Now this mentality of grant, this mentality of gimme, bigger. Now they kill Africa. When you think about Africa, China recently there was a report where we say China and they produce 28% of the world's production. Now that's not the statistics where they tell we. Guess what? China gets the raw material from Africa, mostly from Africa. When you look at Guinea, there was a report.
When they talk about
you say,
MCC reports,
Hold on, Mike.
Hold on. I don't want to tell you. Just keep quiet.
Or if you don't have anything,
hold on, Mike. Hold on, Mike.
If you don't have anything to say, you can.
Hold on, Mike. Go on, Cashbox. Go on, Kashi.
Quiet whilst I'm talking, because you will learn a lot. You know, when you look at Africa, always in the poor winner, the bigger mentality. As I tell you right now, Guinea, 86% of China the iron ore when they import it come up from Guinea. But yet still Guinea cannot attract, companies them for go inside Guinea and produce these things. So at least we can reduce that 28% of China the production when they make every year. And then guess what? Salon, now we get one of the best iron ore in the world. In other words, like it got 65% and above Fe content where we iron ore, where we get that Salon. We're one of the best in the world, but yet still we cannot attract. Then come the area for go to Salon and make then see the area where China they make. Before that, what they do? With a ship and go China creates employment for them people. China creates employment for even teenagers them that in country. Egerton, the MCC report, they make them for help African countries them for grow, for make them get like good political standing, so people can trust them. I can always tell people in this. The only thing, one of the key things that where investors and they look at, then guess what acronym when they call SLY, S-L-Y. S stands for security, the L stands for liquidity, and the Y stands for yield or profit. So investors, their first priority, not a profits they look for. They look for security, because when they invest, investors then just like for diversify their investment. In other words, that's saying that's when we can get as Salon say, not put you egg in one basket. So investors are always like for kind of like put them on the different side. So what does this mean? Now for we country, it means say the MCC know that. Now you make the MCC say, okay, you know what? Let me come up with something where they encourage African countries them. Let me motivate them. In other words, the money when they give African countries them, not so because they want to give it. They just want, for instance, Shaba, if you get you picking, you go say me whatever the picking name, they say if you pass, I go buy for you bicycle. Now this is the money when they give we. Now just for motivate we for do well. Now that's the money they for. Now, Myk Berewa they talk say APC not ever pass MCC report. First of all, that's not true. The only thing, like for me they involve them into the compact, it not be ever happen. There's this 400 million when they talk about so, but the APC be don't pass the MCC report. Anyway, you remember why? In fact, one thing they want to give the last government 44 million for make WhatsApp business. Mm-hmm. These are some of the things that some of these guys need for no. And again, let me go back to it. The MCC now, it say APC no. Let me assume say APC no ever pass them, and it giving reason them why the APC not pass the MCC report. It giving say they may arrest people them. Now let me fast forward. Everything where he said the APC been they do. May tell me one way the SLPP not don't do.
Give the facts to the people. APC not ever pass MCC report. APC not ever. Salon not ever compact eligible under APC. Tell the people the facts.
No, keep quiet, Mike, keep quiet.
Mike, please, hold on, please.
Keep quiet. The point I'm trying to make.
Shaba, next time with the count sober people there for me.
Mike, please. Yeah, go on, Kashi.
Let me deviate a little bit. Mike, you're a damn stupid guy when a tribalist. The level where I did, you know today. You're a damn idiot. Seriously, me and you. To be honest,
Guys,
I regret.
Guys, please, let me respect each other, please. Guys, please, let me respect each other. We're on social media. We're live.
I deal with them.
Yes, please, guys, please, let me respect each other, please.
You're the level at which I did, you know, did it. I said to God, and I never talk this.
Let me respect each other, please, guys.
Deal with Mills fact. Deal with Mills fact, bro. Deal with Mills fact.
Mike, please.
Everything what they say now, I drive and don't get paper before me. You're like, you're not idiot. You stupid. You know, you just.
Let's respect each other, please, guys. Go ahead, Kashi. Please.
Like,
yes.
It doesn't even kind of like. I deal with Ashaba.
Don't focus on MCS. MC report, please. MC report, please. Thank you. Thank you, Kashi.
You got picking inside.
Yeah. Mike, please. Mike, when you talk about this stuff, you please tell you respect Mike. Before they come on social media, before they come on, don't talk about this. You understand? Make respect each other, please. Go ahead, Kashi. Kashi, let me focus on the issue, please. With all due respect, guys, please.
My God, shall I deal with them or I quit the show? But I'm not going to talk about any issue. I deal with them because you see some of these guys, they can want to create a platform for many people. And like I said, they know what's in the talk. Everything that I've just said, you can go and search for you. Use your stupid brain and go and search for it because you do not know. Honestly, you do not know. And I tell you this, you do not know anything. And when I talk, please listen and learn because you've got.
We're all in for land. Don't listen to each other, please.
Everything I just said about the MCC that you do not know. So, the MCC report is not there as you stupidly said that now for me America they give me money. No, it is there for we for make we achieve the things some good governance. We've seen the way they attract investment. When you get your picking so you go say, oh, I'll buy bicycle for you if you can't force. That is the reason for the MCC report. Not all because America they give you donation. You know, it's an African man, not only to Usa we did so. And I'll give you an example back. So the MPC not pass, they passed the MCC, they were not eligible to the compact.
Yeah, I think so. We got some small problem with Kashi. Like I would Comrade Koita. Comrade Koita, you can come on board now.
Thank you so much, Egatin. You know, Mike the talk, I tell you, say, know nothing about Sierra Leone.
Let me respect each other, please. Let me respect each other, guys. Go ahead. Let
me just say, when Mike the talk, he say, for don't better people, I agree. But I know say it's very right because we level not to the same. Now let me come now to the issues before I agree with the talk. Yeah, anything talk left and right talk, he's free to say. Let me just respond to them. You know, we are not the same. I tell you, no, nothing about Sierra Leone. In the first place, let me come with the talk about after the war, Pakaba. You know, nothing because of the war dome. The first way they count the DDR program, the disarmament, the integration, and enforced encounter. But when the chief force they hit, me know I was part of that. Me be the same. I tell you, no, nothing but saloon. When they talk about roads, say APC, now the money way SLP left. Let me tell you, before the coming of Aneskuma in 2007, they may not seize all fund. The EU sees all fund per road project as alone. They seize all. One they said, to example, now the road from Benin Junction to Cambia, they count machine, then they misuse the money, they eat them, then seize the machine them. They end up for give them machine to the military. Now we Aneska in 2007. Let me just quickly name few roads them for life before I come to the MCC. The road from Benin Junction to Cambia, the road from Kenima in their hometown to Kailau, the road from Matsuka to Kono, the road from Bo to Pujon through Gendema. Then let me tell you what big 2 APC do. All the roads that they make within the provinces and the city, now Salon government fund, it's funded by the revenue of Sierra Leone. All the roads they make na free town. When they make na Kenima, na Bo, na Pujon, na Kailau, na Kono, na Makeni, na Cambia, na Poloko, na Konadugo, all na Salon government fund them. But like no more under APC, not SFPU, no say na donation or na EU. This one na Salum, na the fund them. Let me come to the MPC report. Now, I just want to correct somebody and say no, nothing. Look, cannot
Right.
topic proper. Because I know a lot of debate. Because they count something for debate. I just want to let them know say maybe the SAP and this salon, not to maybe in America or London. And this salon, now 4 months from my left salon. Now we come to the MCC. The MCC, matter of fact, it didn't just go jump to the compact like Myk Berewa land. They said Salon in 2013, I remember named it was Salon was named in 2012 as the fastest growing economy.
Teach him.
The fastest growing economy. Salon was named in 2012 as the fastest growing economy. What we see, Obama called President Nkrumah, they called Macky Sall of Senegal. He said that an example of Africa for pluralism, then they follow democratic principles, development, economic growth, and other things. He called them in front of other leaders. The video, the way they talk, go and look at the videos. Salon was named as the fastest growing economy. Let me just teach you.
Myk.
Let me just teach you. No, let me just teach him.
Go on.
To the compact this. Before you go to the compact this and MCC, you get a stage the way they pass. I got it. Nobody they come out. You go sit once or GCO level without you know begin class 1. You sit to selective or MPLC. You sit Meke before you go sit GCO level. It's not possible. MCC na stage there you take. You pass this stage, then qualify you. You pass this stage, then qualify you. So I don't get money MCC. You get $44 million for me quarter. Before now, so I don't qualify to the compact. So they can meet your point and have $400 million. They're not pass different because I get to know one at the pass different stage the one at the pass before when I can now to the compact disc. Let me tell you something. Before 2007, the ACT now be just nothing. They're not getting any power. Now Nkrumah can on the leadership.
What's that compact disc?
Now, let me tell you. Let me teach you.
No, you're confusing me. Compact.
Myk, you go respond with the man. Please respond, please.
Myk, let me teach you.
I swear this guy's an idiot. I swear this guy's an idiot. He doesn't deserve to be here.
Go on. Please,
let's teach him. The compact discs, you need to just get up. You get stage where they pass before you treat. This ACC where
thank you.
Now President Nkrumah on the leadership, now you can strengthen them. They're not making parts of arrest, they're not making parts of prosecution under Pakaba. Now during Pakaba, it's not prosecution when somebody. Now President Nkrumah itself, now you can make the prosecution. Now you strengthen, I say, because for let you combat corruption, we see the example of the mayor. We see the example of a chief of staff where they hold them under intent. Now let's come down to this. If anybody is about civil liberty, it's an insult to me directly. I was arrested and detained because I defend the poor boy when leave my security fire. I said no follow the rules of engagement. I was incarcerated for 9 months in prison in a social confinement. It's the top of civil liberty now. I was arrested and defended not because I caused President Buimwa, because I said leave my security, use unnecessary fire and innocent civil. I was incarcerated for 9 months. You know, when this man talks, and it's sought to be some of you. Foster, the boy was shot and he was detained for almost 2 years. They never even get bail. Commander Masanende to the court refused the bill. About George Julius and Abubakar Rabi, they hold them for case of no commit. They keep them 11 months until they discharge them. Paulo Conte, they hold out necessarily just because of political witch hunt. They hold out for nothing. They say it's about civil liberty. Since the blind was arrested, the woman, it didn't mess. They put up on them. Paulo Conte, they hold and they say for peace to the holy man. You talk about civil, you know, like it's an insult to me. You talk about political right. People not get for right to process the demonstration. Police they go and file outside. Okay, let me cheat this man. The Konadugu right where they talk about. Now one great person and killing, not to punch of people. Konadugu where they talk about. Inside and Nkrumah in term. Now I know the country, the world triangle. During SLPP, President Bio went in the media. He said the people are tired of suffering from when they buy this from 6,000 to 200,000. They're not supposed to see na economic crisis, na global crisis. No, one defend. One justify. President Bio in 3 years he meet 200,000. Now rest 500,000. President Bio in 3 years he meet cement for 5,000, spend 125,000. President Bio in 3 years he meet $7,000, $1 million, 400,000. President Bioka in 3 years, he meets the 1 ton I wrote now 2.5, now 7 million. He wants to talk about crisis. When I want to compare the good things, the bad things will happen as alone with the world, but the good things, why you need to talk to you then America, call them last year, I was trying to compare to alone. Let's come to the MC proper. Let me educate this man.
Please.
Political right. The political right, where they talk about, what's a political right? Sometimes you don't know what a political right. Because when they talk about anti-corruption, how many times we don't see the Africanist press, those in an allegation, they full team them. When they show the world, see, Look at the money President Bio don't tip. These are the money we have from tip. The first lady, $3 million. How many talk about the timber? Over $500 million. We see the audit service. When are the only institution now we left na salon na we be independent. They don't go pull out. So let's come now to where the try for talk. You know why make Rwanda, Ghana, Nigeria fail MCC? Because they get strong institutions. They get the civil sector. Then they give the actual picture. You go we go say get the people like Andula Valley, where they all are tribalists. People like Abu Tobi there. People like Joseph Sano, they win and then they ask because what if understand the MCC, you know, they can actually the people them. They have institutions, the civil society, and they report to them through the American embassy. They put them there. Based on the report they give, in the watch. Now let me tell you the suicide see the way you look about credible report and advice are not credible. When they pull the empty reports, the more Ibrahim reports fight against corruption, now 40% to get the fail. When you look at the MC reports, you look at the EU report now this year, when they talk about the police, they talk about the anti-corruption commission, they talk about the judiciary, they talk about NEC, they talk about statistics. Una law praise the MC reports, say they're credible. But now let talk say the EU reports credible. We get for look at the sincerity of this nation. We need to just go joke, like say, because they said, no, me wait, the talk make I take notes, and they take at this one after the other. If this moment talk, but say we will get no the honest Kuba and tell me one person who rule a political detainee in 10 years in governance. Like call me one political detainee. We see Lima, where the Holland, we all see Prince Adin, the former Savannah, the Napoleon, the match from the party office, then nobody was shot, nobody. We see someone in this always supported and go left and ACC. We not so happy, no, the people left. Even the Miss Papa Cherikuku, we see Lima when they come on a Padima road. Then for the body done before the prison truck, they not find nobody was shot. We see maybe the Padima road sometimes last year, April 29. Where them goody because of me and Paulo Conte about Joseph Abokadrami. The state managed for them kill me. They will say they kill over 100 prisoners. The president can forget the God say that terrorist act. We see that McKinney for generator. Where you know cost $100,000. Now those guys they kill so. We see that Tumbo. We see that Lucia. So let we feel the talk about civil liberty. You know these guys are tribalists. And then we see them so as a church tribalist, they're not feel bad. And we get for point out because one less along before we get for tell about them. They folks say not to all of them, but so but that 80% don't be able to call to. We get for point out to them say they are not talking out of society. They talk because he is tribalist. He wants to talk because it's support man that be transforming now from the same political party. If it is about MC report, my friend, go back to history. No. I know him maybe better than you. You know Sabiam. I served with him together. We came in same time at MPRC. You don't know him. So from Nigeria, I know the man. I know who that was it because we came together in that time too as MPRC. So keep cut at the lecture. You don't know nothing. I say you know nothing. Let me lecture you. I want to not matter. You know to you because you don't know nothing. Let me come. Let this man go and check how they qualify for Canada compact this. Because they just say, don't need to compact. Go first and check. From whose stage they come out before you qualify for get the compact this. APC single-handedly.
I did not finish making my point though.
What it can
APC single-handedly make all the Tondeng, the city and all the cities, including Kalau, including Kenema, including Bo, including Pujon, give them light, give them hospital, give them water, go to Kalau and they drink 5 bomb waters. This is during APC time. Single-handedly, without to say na foreign don't know. These are from the revenue they collect. We see the name Salon as the fastest growing economy. Where Ebola come, single-handedly they undermine and President Bill right. Look at now Corona money. The president said not for investigate. Would you say hold Attorney General for the right letter to the Attorney General? They're not for investigate the Corona money. Come on, man. This man, let it come there. Kala Chishi about Salou because you know nothing. You know nothing. The more than that, you're not a yourself. You're not a yourself.
Thank you very much.
I know the mind in society. So can to me, let me lecture you because you level it below the bulk metal.
Thank you very much.
Standard.
Thank you very much, Koita, guys. Myk, I gotta give you 1 minute. Cash boss 1 minute before we move to the Wellington disaster. Myk, 1 minute, please. On mute, please, Myk. Adigi and Cash boss 1 minute.
First of all, I still re-emphasize on what I said. Next time, bring me with people who are level-headed people, better-headed. No, it's like I'm disappointed because people just talk without facts. So to start with, I just googled this Mo Index report where they talk about Mo Foundation Index report. I want to say in terms of our overall governance, Sierra Leone scored 51 out of 100 and ranked 24 out of 54 countries studied. And there was 4.8 increase in the overall term since 2010, with the following years in governance score out of 46 in 2010, 46.8 2011, 46.9 2012. Then that just roll up from 2018, 51.6. Then 2019, 56.8, and what happened? So where this guy they talk about now they read. So what this guy they talk about? Just a lie to people. Like
no, don't go there. No, go to the corruption. Don't go. Don't say overall, my friend.
Corruption. You're stupid. Seriously, you're such a stupid guy.
Don't go with things you.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm going to you guys. Hold on.
The man said you were negative. This panel knows it's over. No, don't go. Take it back. No, let's go find a corruption. No, don't go.
Okay, listen to me.
Hold on. Don't listen to each other, please. No land.
Listen to me. My brother.
Like the time they born, because we get for move.
When you talk about corruption in Sierra Leone, the model was Sierra Leone for corruption. Now, other countries that they can adopt. We see Nigeria, a team common Nigeria for camp. We see where the Anti-Corruption Commission they win awards across Africa. This is not to say it on social media. We see where Banjul come out for camp study with model. Apart from one report, not only NCC reports where they say, I call it corruption index report, they say Sierra Leone is doing well on corruption. All the one they hold for corruption, nobody knows that I lie the light back. They are all paying. Shaba. They are all paying the monies. Corruption don't kill everything as Sierra Leone. If me and you don't know how they talk about anything, when they talk about hunger, when they talk about starvation, when they talk about insecurity, when they talk about this, Shaba, it's all boiled down to corruption. So the fight against corruption for being a patriotic thing where every Sierra Leonean will embrace. Not to me and you for judge if they do well by corruption. Because if I come after you, you go say,
Shaba, it's over 1 minute. It's over 1 minute.
The people were responsible for judge people for corruption, and then the judge the authoritative people. The people who are authoritative.
Mike, you get one more minute. I'm going to 4 minutes back. Yeah, you get 1 more minute, Mike, please.
You see, so when you talk about corruption, but you all they highlight all the problems in Sierra Leone. Listen to me, don't interrupt my time, please. Don't interrupt when I'm talking.
Mike, next time you say don't interrupt him also, please. Let me respect
right. That's fear.
I'm talking. The man
let go. 1 minute, Mike.
Okay. So when they talk about corruption, every country they admire Sierra Leone fight of corruption. That is why they are sending money. We saw when the International Monetary Fund withdrew from Sierra Leone because of corruption. I liked and I said 2013. During Ernest Bakoroma in time, Sierra Leone was the most corrupt country on earth. Sierra Leone, all the indexes, the infant and maternal mortality, we are the worst. Sierra Leone be the country during Ernest Bakoroma in time where young women be the diapers all sign of the world. Look at the human youth index.
Okay.
Sierra Leone at the time under Ernest Bakoroma in time, Bella woman and the diaper Bella pass all sign of the world.
Mike.
Indexes, not to me writer.
Okay, Mike, thank you very much.
Not to SLPP writer.
I don't give 4 minutes.
This is on the web.
I don't give 4 minutes now, Mike. Thank you very much. Like on to catch box, please. We get so many things that we're going
I hope I fear time this year.
Of course, yes. 4 minutes. Cash box, please. Boy, you want to get to me now?
No.
You need to get to me, Mike.
Let me just
Let's respect, please.
You see, this guy, they spoil your show. I'm not gonna lie. It actually spoil your show. And it's a shame because never, first of all, I've never met you and I don't ever listen you, but I never knew you were this inept. And I would never engage you again in my life. Never. Going back to the point where if they try for talk, like just like what in Comrade Koita they say about, then they talk about the fight against corruption, where like MCC give 86% or whatever it was, and then the Mo Ibrahim give them 49%. Comrade Koita is being specific here about the fight against corruption. You don't go with the overall result with Engi. No, we were being specific about the fight against corruption. You know, again, I might go to the point where he make earlier about the price of rice, where he say if they buy them $22 and now it buy them $46. I give them one simple thing for sleep with this net. Waiting at the percentage of the price of rice right now to your salary. Hopefully, and I pray you have a decent job enough that will pay you decent amount of money. So check the percentage of the price of rice right now to your salary where you earn.
It's the same.
Guess what?
And I never get increment. Even with COVID.
Hold on.
Mike, you said just now.
Ask a question. I just want to answer him.
Mike, you respond to him. Give 1 minute for response to him. Mike, please. Go on, Kashi.
It's okay. It's good way you ask that question. You know they get the point what they make. I not say may you check I say may you check the percentage of rice to your salary. It's different for where I tell you say if your salary and the rice are the same. Not that I ask you. Check the percentage. So now we say your salary now $400. So if it rests now $40, then it means like the percentage of rest now 10% of your salary now so rest cost. Salon.
Simple, just a ratio. I will understand you.
No, it's not ratio, it's percentage. Shut up. Now there's a percentage, not a ratio. Now percentage. You don't even know what's in a ratio. You need to go back because
I think so. We get small problem.
Let's go back. You see the points like this.
Yeah, go on, please.
And Shaba, you had from the time because they disturbed me because I want to hit the point.
No, go on. You get small internet problem. I think so. You get guys. Yeah, go on, Kashi.
Yeah. You get me now?
Yes, we get to go with the video. We get to go with the video.
The price of rice. Okay. The price of rice, as I talk to you, Shaba, now salon right now is 500,000.
Right.
And then these people in salary. Now 600,000. So that is about 80%. We're over 80% of people in salary now in a rest price. The question where I ask Mike right now, if then a salary is $40, then in salary now $400, so now 10%. Now in the price of rice to in salary. But salon now 86% or so when you look at it. You feel say that is sustainable. So it is only like 14% of people in salary in left for spend per other thing. But blindly, then they confuse people and say, oh, the price of rice don't go up in America. The price of rice don't go up in England. But you feel say after you buy rice, you're able to call that money back for live on. You know, this very thing where they talk about so say inflation don't go up. This is not the government will tell we say everywhere food price and they go up, but yet still we government are the only government will tell we say in the first time in the history we inflation go to single digits. It dropped to single digits. You see, these people do not understand the basic now, like, because when they kind of like all this while prices of food and they go up, but yet still then they tell we say inflation they go. How does that make sense that anybody in age are not able to understand? Now,
yeah, go on. 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute more. Yeah, go on. Thank you.
So, Shaba, the points now, yeah, this guy, you know, we need for we country. All I can see, like waiting Koita talk, not on nothing, it is drive for support in Mende brother now. And if we not stop this thing, where team in the man feel say, oh, APC na me party, you know, the Mende man feel say SLPP na me party. If we not stop that, and this is exactly what this guy is doing. And the point I make where he talk say, oh, APC didn't fail the MCC reports because they kill people. Let me say it is correct. But I try to correct and additional say APC we don't pass the MCC. But the only thing, there is a difference from when you become eligible for compact and from when you not become eligible. It's different. You can pass the MCC, but you're still not eligible for the compact. It's different. But the point now, if SLPP APC fail then they kill people. It makes sense. But now SLPP, they kill people in a Panama Road, kill people in a Chombo, kill people in a Makeni, kill people in a Mile 91. You feel say it's justifiable, it's correct for make them pass the MCC report? Because surely if you compare Naya, the killings that will not happen Naya, let me say a match to the APC. So APC be fail the MCC report. Why una they killing people there? Una still pass civil liberty and political rights and corruption. Where we say the first lady, the president, the only thief money, the auditor general is now being sacked. Why? Because like the Tima money where he want to pull na do. The president is traveling and all that thing. And these are some of the things that we need to talk about. Myk, seriously, and you know, I can't put me picking into bed now. But the last word where I go left with you. Try to be patriotic because you una now they destroy Salone. Thank you, Shaba.
Thank you very much, Cashbox. He still live with me. He go jump back. Come Koita also live with me. Family. Gonna continue for David Sweet by this debates today. Gonna share the video and I know see there are so many things that today we all learn. We all learn from each other and I want to make you know say yes. We all are Sierranians. Never mind what's in the happy in our country. Even the arguments and the platform right now, we are all brothers. You know? So Myk, few weeks ago, we lost so many Sierranians in Wellington. People have died. It's fire disaster, and some people are still hospitalized. President Bio, Migula the scene, and he tells a lot of people and say, you know, for blame nobody, but a lot of Sierranians don't inbox me before on the kind of this platform say Salone people therefore blame the government because of what's going on now Wellington. Comrade Koita, you think say President Bio he gets empathy for Salone people?
No,
I come to you, Myk.
My answer will be very big no. Why I say no, let's take the Wellington as aside first. Now let's happen. The president will get sympathy for people them. When something happen, we see reaction. We see what happened at McKinney. Instead, they politicize them. You know, even talk for the loss of life for people. No matter under any circumstances, people die. It will be a concern of the president because the people they right for protest or demonstrate. We see what happened at Panema Road. We see what happened at Tumbo, so let's forget about that side. Let's come out to the latest happening now Wellington. At the night when President Bio we can na Glasgow. And this climate change, they invite them from party saying that the GMB be they invite them. The incident happened around 7 to 8 o'clock, and the incident happened at PMB. He go attend the party by 10 o'clock. Even in his speech, he not even talk to well, something happened. Make we even consider fully on that. If me not be the president of the country, no matter who that they make for organize for me at the councillor, straight I need to go because a disaster happening a national disaster. It's all the talk about national issues them. See, we not for politicize them. We happy now Wellington. Nobody not talk say. Now President Bio make it happen. Now they go. Now they sacrifice the table. What thing happen during Ebola? Tennis now mark out Ebola. Most happiness in the mark out. The name I'm saying the Ebola must lie. Chulumbo then call all kind name. They forget say natural disaster different than any other team. What's happening at Wellington? Now a mix of all tribes. But the president in caution, no get sympathy for problem. If not, that party will go attend with the dance and see and president go dance. In people and on fire, fire and burning people them. They go dance. In ref talk say, you know, be well, then go to make the late for camp on the program. Nobody tell me say today, I got seen. You self know say, as that incident happened at Wellington, you didn't make I know on the spot. The same time it happened because they didn't have social media all over. And President Bio, they follow the social media and another person. So you have the follow social media and another person. If they talk about the thing away, then they attack on social media. But you not get mind for cancel. The party they invite him, he go talk, he have talk, then they praise him. He can't dance. People end up on fire at Wellington, PMB, he can't dance. My brother. Now that kind of man who get sympathy? No. The answer is very big no. In any indication, it's no. That might get sympathy for Salone. Salone is going to today. Feel price when they say let people wear black for is 10,000. Now lack of sympathy, government sympathy, lack of bad politics, lack of people like Myk Berewa and kind when they support anything, clap, Madabio, anything. Now you make again disaster in the where the president self cannot cut off in party with the PAM. You know they cut off until a last left this party because of we don't get it seen as Salone. Now move straight. Yes. You go enjoy. They say that they go. I guess so. No, my brother, President Bio, you say me to say the TWA lack past anything as sympathy for the people of Sierra Leone. That man are the most. I know they talk this year out of any grudge. I talk like somebody where I know from the same society. That man, he not get sympathy. Then end up means where I don't come across in my life, even during the army days and after. They don't can manifest now in the civil way in politics. We saw what happened. All the killings. You never any president will condemn anything. All the battle you never condemn. Nothing to condemn. He not get sympathy for the people. If you get sympathy, believe in me or leave it. You need to go attend that GMB people. You dance to the for them. Na London. I go dance. If they dance, if you have to talk. You not get minds. Even by opening statement, see, Lord pray for the dead. Lord pray for that. Lord pray for the disaster. It continue to talk things that we know important. It's about how London be host and take go to president. You not get my sympathize with the family members of that. So my answer.
When the accidents happen, we see video where people they go down the tank, they go take fuel. What it caused that? Now poverty or
poverty. It's very simple. If people are getting for it, we leave it or leave it. Nobody feel tank the boss. People are wrong go take up. It's not possible. First, what would they come up back in the salon be sweet? If feel tank for all my wrong money because people are getting for it. Now, yeah, who's there for to go sell first? Now, sell for sale. But if you go get one batter right now based on the fuel price, my brother, they get something go feed it for 1-2 weeks. Like who's? They saw it as an opportunity. Lord, go take this field before you waste. Lord, take them. Lord, sell them by Jebu. That in the do. Even that thing that happen, see the older they after 2 days. We still want tank for run up like very bridge. Still go build the team back. He's still happy because poverty. They're not even sell them. Then go. If the people live better, my brother, whose money man picking that way they see go take field. Land will be saying getting for it. Who's Mr. Picking the go take field? It's not possible because he getting for it. All that the apartment when they talk to traffic, land will be see. Then go find hand to man, still take field. So that we sell, we go to the eat. That's it. I got some poverty. Now, cause if not poverty, then they go there. Now, tranga, salon tranga, tea no day, food no day, job no day. So they go survive. Now, survival of the pictures, then they go palm. Now, lead them to this museum.
So before I come to my very quick one, if la poverty, why salon people are for blame President Bio? Yeah, go on.
If you picking them, not it now. So what are they blame?
I mean,
fine. They're not nobody saying they're not supposed to be able to go to president. When they come, it say them campaign. Let me tell you, then say we will fix the economy in 6 months. President Bio say the rest will go to 200,000. They make sure the rest can go down back because he talk about debate, presidential debate. He say people are tired of suffering from buying one bag of rice from 6,000 to 200,000 in 2018. So meaning if they can't put the rest on below 200,000. If he talk to people are tired of suffering for buying rice from 60,000 in 2007 to 200,000 in 2020. That means I got to meaning where income they put the rest on to 100,000 or below 100,000. That's what he said. So if you think triangle, what do you blame? What are you found to the phone?
Ali Dali.
Fine. So this question is very simple. If you picking the angry now, that you didn't blame I got to there's no two way about it. Now you didn't ask the question. Why picking no it? What do you blame?
Myk, you have to unmute, please. Myk, the people that died, may their soul rest in peace. Sometimes, make it find it difficult for me to talk about this fire disaster because, we see the video on social media where we salon brothers there. Sisters there, when accidents happen, we go on the tank, I know we use the word thief, and the word thief here, survival of the fittest. What do you take, Myk?
Okay. First of all, 2009, Honor and his micro we'll get fire accidents at salon. So, Koita, they tell me, say, na poverty back. Then at the first question, then it one. 2009, we get similar disaster that.
Yes, na poverty, you understand that? Na poverty. We cannot.
Hold on. Please, yeah. Go on.
Waiting, first of all, a very emotional way working talk about this because I make a solo video on that live where talk about that. Maybe Koita, the very first time this, sometimes I know they follow me on Facebook or probably don't know me. I just want to make this very clear to you. This is not something I like to talk about, but I have the president and the first lady, the number and the speed dial. I talk to them personally. Anytime I want to talk to them, and they give me audience. They talk to Anes, anytime I want to talk to her, and they give me audience. You've seen pictures with me and Anes, where I go recently in a salon, where I visit her. Pictures with me, the president and the first lady. So I don't just talk, I talk on an authoritative context, on an authoritative basis. The thing what happened at Wellington, Shaba, you remember what happened na McKinney? I mean, the first person who come out, I condemn her. I condemn that on the show, Shaba. I say I don't see any reason anybody for die because he protest. That was the system failure. The thing what happened at Wellington, na system failure at every facet, every level. I blame government. I blame the people that self-separate go there. I blame we as a nation. Everything is a failure. Make I address that for the second time here. Let people listen. Let me start with government. Why I blame government? Because government get institutions. And where they talk about government, I know they talk about just this government. And they talk about successive governments them. Governments them back in the days. How many fire force stations them we get way effective in Sierra Leone? We're able to respond to crises, respond to fire disasters them promptly. Do we have paramedics in that country? Where the fire incidents happen, what did the National Petroleum Agency they do? Then they give license to people that when they just go and build petrol stations, them 50 pattern. They follow the geological procedures, they follow the public health procedures, they follow the laws, them, they follow the public safety procedures, them, how to put fuel stations, them. No. Up to now, Shaba inside Salon, you get fuel stations, them, where they inside the bottles. It's not a president behind Temu. Yes, that. Tell Papa Shekin, tell go, it's still there. When you get them up to the where you go in the crank and this go up, this candle, this go up, this candle, the temple, you see the fuel is spill. You get houses and where they around them petrol stations. Then Shaba, I know they happen in countries. Then I will make you. What other build petrol station are not a residential area. And I get a lot of safety measures that whether they put in place. So I blame government for that. The police. What if as incidents happen? What the police come there? What do the police do? What do the police do? Then try for put barricade, try for redirect the traffic, tape around for see say people that don't go there. Then do that or the police can they or the police be just be busy for take money, okay? Be busy no more for take money, be busy no more for take license and what see they get from there. Then I also blame the people. I don't want to let people talk about poverty here, Shaba. What in poverty get for do that bobo where they Liberia, where take $50,000 where spend and where go to and not to know. 17-year-old bobo na Liberia recently. And they all over BBC and everything. It take $50,000 inside bag night and it take them. They go spend the first way. Can't wait. What in poverty get for do that? The people that will go there, most of the people that will die there, and people that will get bike riders. You want them to say they're so poor that they're not able to eat. They're so poor that the people that will go there will see some of them, they dance. It was like fun for them. Some of them, they go to the hostel and they go take buckets and then come. They have a house to sleep. What to make the destitutes and the beggar man where they are sleep not good. The one that will not get nothing. What for police for where they are sleep where they beg, they're not good. It's about greed. It's about our mentality in Sierra Leone. It's about we indiscipline. Because me not see anything went wrong, you not say that dangerous. You say because you born and because badani make you go take fire, you go take an and you can't go to poverty, they make say you risk yourself to such death. But because we lack the simple knowledge, because we lack simple safety measures, education, it come all boils down to exposure, all boils down to what we sabi. You see people then get accidents in a saloon. Shaba. If motorcar get accidents in a highway, the people that where they rush can they before they can help you, then do CPR, then try for change you, or then try for pull you there, or try for make sure say they help you go to the hospital. Where they can cause the person and try for search your pocket and then go kill you say for pull it in the common. Is that poverty? It's that poverty. It's our mentality as people, as Sierra Leoneans. So every percent of that thing get problem. The government, I blame the government, I blame the people, the one that more sorry for Shaba, now the one that will be inside traffic will cut up for that. Now them, then government, they don't die for nothing.
But Myk, when you talk about government, right, it's quick, so can you just remind me, we don't see ambulance there. We only see one ambulance, we even the ambulance have not push the ambulance. We need only the 50 ambulance that were the previous governments made left.
Shaba, all this, now they tell you, say, all this have to do with system failure. I just tell you this. I just address this to you, asking me the same question again. It has to do with system failure. You have the central government here, Shaba. You get people, then you get the ministries, you get the line ministries, you get the MDAs, you get the departmental heads. Every one of them people, they're not the president, you know, kind of begin change ministers, they begin change directors of organization, they begin change the community health officer where they're at the health center around Wellington, they begin change the nurse where they're under, they begin change the police where the inspector general of police where they're under. No, these are the same people who have been there for years, Shaba. Are we as Sierra Leoneans ready? Are we as Sierra Leoneans taking our job diligently? If the president says, okay, like this whole thing where they happen now, let's set up a tribunal. Let's look into what is happening. Now do a forensic audit on every facet and line ministries where happen. If they begin sack people, then these same people will come back and say, now we so then they sack. Because that's so they 11 years of APC governance, they recruited so many party loyalists into the police station. 11 years. I want you to understand, say APC don't need power. For 11 years, Shabba. 11 years don't do for let them train doctor. 11 years don't do for let them take police from constable and become inspector general of police. 11 years don't do for let them take police and soldier from Fontoba for let it become major. We are talking about 11 years. If them people, they had then a governance for 11 years, they cannot even give us water, pure water to drink. What are they talking about? 3 years when this government come now, now you go fix all this. Everything, Shaba, is rotten in that country. It is a shame that we have to come here and sit and talk about it. Everything. Yeah. Fire force. Now, one great fire force to get by Icola. You want to up here by British Council. Now, one day, I don't know how many motorcars they said. When you want this camp, you're rotting. When you want check here, you're back rotting. When you want check here, when you go to health, now they patch education. Health back rotting. Disaster management rotting. Agriculture rotting. This rotting. This area rotting. Shaba, then what did APC do for the 11 years on governance? Now, what they want to blame this government for every little thing where they happen. Where is citizens' responsibility? Where is voluntarism? What is our responsibility as citizens? What is our right? What do we for do? Shaba, now, there are certain things that they don't need for telling you this country. Law there. Now, we they follow the law. They don't need for tell you. Now, we they follow the law of this country. They don't need for telling anybody. You follow it. You know, say them for go work, you go there. How many people are disciplined? This don't get anything. But that's what government feed you. Government, they create the platform for you for let you feed yourself.
1 minute, please.
But I post one young man today where he gets poultry. That young man also go and say like with government for feed them. He begin men poultry. They don't get a big poultry. How many people then they only young man and we don't come there? All then are free town and no one going to villages. For go lay farm, for go lay pepper. Everybody then are free town. So we therefore take your responsibility that we hand Shaba. As a people, government get a role for play. I don't say this thing will happen. I don't blame government. I blame the road transport, road safety authority, SLRA, and I met the parliament to summon the all. I blame the police. I blame the disaster response team. I blame a lot of things. And I also blame the people that will go back, will ignite the fire. We create that. I blame even the one that will open the petrol station near there, where very close to residential area. The one that will build it, the one that will get a license for letting be. Not all these 3 years to get a license. That petrol station will be on the day for years back.
Okay, Myk. Thank you very much, Myk. Thank you. Come again, please hold on. I will come back to you. Like out to Cashbox. Cashbox, what's your take on this fire disaster now, Wellington?
Much. You know, for a split second, I thought, you know, now Myk Berewa in line for a split second. Because the point where you make about the people and where you blaming the government, you know, the police, the road transport, then it comes to the people. For once, for a split second, I kind of like say, you know what, Setenda talk what earlier, say please be patriotic. It don't seem for sink in. You know,
Pariman, with all my, if you follow me post, with all my submissions have been saying that it's not even meeting you.
Hold on.
So just get that straight.
Hold on, Myk.
I'm very objective in my analysis.
Hold on, Myk.
You're not, but I think we've made an impact. If this is what I've achieved for the rest of my life, that's fine. You know, I've achieved something. You know, Shaba, you know, seriously, going back to the point, you know, some of these things, even when we can want to talk through, we still come back and link up.
Kashi, sorry, we get small problem with the video. I don't know. The scratch card is A outside for some reason. I don't know.
Okay. So the point of this guy for me, you know, every time we talk about it, we always they come back and go, you know, blame the past. And it is true. Everything well, the thing they will talk, but could they win at school? When you try to talk, but the point now is that where they say, oh, well, the people, and they blame the people. You see, we try to talk about this human capital development. The human capital development, where we talk about, and when this government talk about, and where Myk Berewa in believing, then just feel say the education. When the president, I wonder what he right now Facebook about that when the president talk about $500 per child. I don't know if he believes that. Because when you talk about $500 per child, you know that they just feel say the human capital development, it is just about, you know, pay picking a school fee.
Always to go off topic. Always to go off topic.
No. You see, this is the reason we make us say you get a lot for land from me if you're willing for listen. Because when you blame the people, the people that can't get involved, it's about the people and therefore be aware of these things. You and I, we're in America, so you know the impact of these things. Because it is about human capital development. You teach people, you teach from our facet of life, you teach them. You need to know say petrol empire and danger. You need to go to school to know that. You see trouble. Yeah, but when you go back to the driver will be responsible. You see this. Anyway, go to ask no more because you will learn from it. When you go back to the driver will actually they tell people, they say, "Accommodate, dangerous." Because you tell me, if you not say you die now, you go there. There is no way you go there. So you say go to land, so at least you go to land. You know, Shaba, the point from the greater Myk where he's saying that poverty, trust me, it is poverty. And I agree with Myk Berewa for once. I mean, hopefully, they said we go develop from this. You know, the government, when it talks something where it say that will create the platform, the government should create the platform. When our government creates platform, it's about job employment, it's about sensitization, it is about creating the avenues for so people engage themselves. People get busy. Honestly, Shaba, I feel for these people. It was reckless for making them body. Because, you know, like, obviously, like, you know, lives can be lost. But you see, the danger we're gonna with country, you know, most youth man, every time I can watch the video, them see youth man in our country today. The life them wouldn't
Kashi, who say this, you know, first, we get a very good signal.
Right. Okay.
Yes, I know, but right now, the area outside this with the video. I think say for you. I don't know for so. I don't know.
They might lie. They might lie there. They might lie there.
Mike, can I talk to you?
Okay, let me come in.
But gosh, I think say you have a change in position because we say so we get Paul with the.
Okay, let me just come in quick.
I don't know if you go.
Lie separate for talk, bro.
Yeah, gosh, we saw it before. The reception was good.
Yeah,
I don't know if you could change location. Kashi, please.
Yeah, so okay. Let me come in so you see the cam.
Yeah, 1 minute, quitter. 1 minute, please.
1 minute, yes. Now,
1 minute.
You know, for once, I say this man, for once, I see he begins to talk with honesty, but you know, they cannot take away their negative and political and tribal lens in topic. I agree. See, everything happened now because of failed. I tell us, say, you know anything about Sierra Leone. Salon get now 3 fire force stations. I just want to correct some under the leadership of Ernest Krumah. They established one at Kisi Oldwood by the barracks. Where, you know,
I use the word functional.
Mike.
Functional. I tell about functional fire force. I tell about functional. They established one at Rokel. When I did they train the fire force. Now we're in there for take care from Narukel to go Waterloo. And apart from that, first they will get one at Sakila Road. We all know say they want to be the under Ernest Krumah. They decentralize that. The first one at Kisi, where at least on Tiapin, I know Komote and for Cam, then they for take care Eastern, go around Dewey, go Hastings. Then now can land for Waterloo and do it na Sakila Road. That is government's continuity. Now, for let you know, let me say if you not just you get one, if you don't know, for most don't move because you don't move far ago from one for get one first station to 3. That's alone under Ernest Krumah because government is continuity. Why me they say na poverty? Now we talk say that 2000, it is poverty again. And they say to poverty because of 2009, not poverty because now they be happy na by Kisi and when they go bust the pipe, they begin tip the PL. Now ultimately they tip the PL now because then they take them for tell. You cannot shy away from poverty. You don't get money to go to Shaba. You ain't get money. You need to go put yourself for sale one bata PL.
Is that the only option? Is that an option? Option to make money?
No. We are talking. No, we don't justify. I didn't say that. Okay, you don't have to.
Why you justify?
Some man they tip. Some man we ask someone to tip. Say that please. Now I'm putting a tip.
Yeah, why you justify?
No, and they tell you it is poverty. No. You don't have to agree because when I can begin to talk fine, they will change 360 degrees from that topic. Now, if you are still to poverty, then tell me now what are the cause where people go to that here. If you are still to poverty, tell me the reason. The mentality is one. No, the mentality is one. The mentality is one, but the poverty is another factor.
Okay,
understanding the problem is part of how for solve this
solution. No, I just told you greed. I just give you a scenario how people that get accidents. No, listen.
Not limit upon one thing.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you one question.
It's a mentality. We have to.
Okay, Koita, with all due respect.
Mentality, but put it in the poverty is the key factor of anything.
Koita, with all due respect, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Waiting poverty, what do you get for about that Liberian Bobo?
Integrity.
Hold on.
Integrity.
Listen to me. Where now bike rider.
Mm-hmm.
Bike rider, like many of them they will go down. Where go tip, where go spend $50,000.
Mm-hmm.
They turn them in to the police.
You
know, we got Sierra Leoneans them where they 10 people them phone them. Recently, NASA Ayub show somebody where taxi driver, where I don't know now, car rider, where somebody in phone for them, it's like iPhone Pro Max. It can't go to NASA. Now so Jaman get that iPhone day. So what is wrong with integrity? What is wrong with doing what is right?
Let me answer a question, Mike. Let me answer a question, Mike.
Guys, I get forgive Cashbox now 2 minutes, please.
Yes. Cashbox get me. But I want to tell Mike say that the popular with integrity. So many they want they rich, but they not get integrity. Now, but it show high level of integrity.
So what?
Let me answer you, Mike.
He's
let me answer you. Yes, that is now. I know that these people are born they're born with integrity. Some people are born there without integrity. Let me tell you something, Mike. One of the things they destroy we now country with a clap on the one who don't get integrity. They jubilate them. The bad politicians they can't jubilate them, defend them. I don't defend them. I ask anybody. I for one way when the president Bibi County in commission of inquiry, I support them if he be sincere. I say because corruption for be like they for be like an epidemic, like a pandemic, like saloon. I support them and say if he's sincere. I have problem with you. We tell we begin left the vote control like the permanent secretary. I say no. Everybody don't come down the school, it be it will be tried.
Okay, Koita, thank you.
With everything, but I'm not supporting corruption with sincerity.
Thank you, Koita. I'll give the floor now to Cashbox. Cashbox will still get problem with you anyway, but tell us.
Okay, yeah,
this guy don't even get better internet.
Kashi. Usa be the first to start the program. That was better. Way better. Yes, way better. Thank you, Kashi. Okay, guys. Myk is in trouble. Yes, Kashi, can go ahead.
I think the problem will get with Myk. He knows too well that, you know, we have what it takes for expose this thing where it don't be cloud by. So it didn't allow me for make we talk. So it's kind of face some kind of picking play inside it. But it's not a picking play. What you want to play picking play and you go to the picking and go joke with them. You know, on a very, very serious note, you know, this guy, I mean, it changed in mindset. Like this 11 years was going back in the top box. And for instance, like Myk,
this guy sabi me, but you know, it look like you don't know me. This guy know me.
No, I don't want to know you. If this is your mentality, I don't want to know you. When you change, yeah. So when you change,
okay.
You know, when you talk about this 11 years going back in the top box, APC the win election December 27, 2006. And then
when you always go off topic, when they talk about fire incidents, stick on the issues, bro.
Keep quiet.
Bro, stick on the issues.
Go on, Kashi.
They waste 2 times. Stick on the issues.
No. Just keep quiet and learn. It's just like when you talk about ratio and percentage. You do not know the difference between
ratio and quantitative relation. Just say ratio, we understand. You are even fighting to make a point.
Kashi, we still get problem. We still get problem with the video. We still get problem with the video and the sound.
I think God said no one make us talk to Myk anymore.
No. I think say you need to change. You need to change your location because we very important that is.
Buy data.
But the man in England.
You don't know say they buy data. England. They buy this.
But the man in internet.
You don't know they buy data.
No,
let him buy data.
Wait pay for data in America because now you pay.
Yeah, Kashi just need to change location because we started the program so immediately the reception was very clear.
No, I'm gonna go. Some of the guys, I want to teach them, but hopefully it's a time of friend on Facebook and it's Sunday. We'll not just continue to go because right now they're glad you want to go because it knows.
No, stay with me. Go for stay. They don't think that you get going on with the video and sometimes the sound.
They make the program board. Let me handle Koita, bro.
Oh, come on, Myk. Yes, go on, Kashi. Let me see back. Yeah, go on, Kashi.
You know what? You remind me of the time where I've been on 2 years where I was Google people. You know, when this guy was 11 years every time, like the waiting on the broken 11 years, 15 years, 1 year. Let me go back to the point. Every in 2007. And then
we still get problem. We still get problem.
Shaba, continue, bro. Not people
we still get problem with the video. If you change location for we, that will look better. Please.
Carry on with it.
Yeah, you can just change location for we the sound. We're waiting.
Just carry on with it. Just carry on with it because I think like. You know,
who said this so like perfect now?
It don't spoil the show for me, and I don't want to engage him anymore.
No, who said this so that's perfect back.
No, Shana, just carry on because honestly, like this guy, man just step out with him in mentality. But one day go change. Just continue for the listening to me, Myk. Yeah, you go learn one day. Anyway, Shana, just continue.
I'm not learning nothing from you, bro. Sadly.
No, I'll teach you ratio and percentage.
No, you're not. You're not getting it.
I'll call the Peking Dish Shop for teaching ratio and percentage.
Because struggling at this platform.
I can call the Peking Dish Shop for teaching ratio and percentage. Do you want me to call that?
Ratio and quantitative correlation.
Do you want me to call that?
Correlation, a proportion.
No, do you want me
so you know they use ratio. Just say ratio.
No. Do you want me to call that to teach you ratio and percentage?
That, bro?
No. Do you want me to? Do you want me to call my doctor to teach you ratio and percentage?
Anyway, go.
Okay, guys. Okay, guys.
You're not contributing.
Okay, Mike. It's enough.
No, seriously.
It's enough. Yes.
You want me to call out to teach you ratio and percentage?
Yeah,
Yes. Guys, hold on. Let's move forward, guys. With all due respect, Mike, please. Kashi, let me move forward, please.
No,
I'm saying this.
Needs to be dealt with.
Okay. Thank you very much. Please, that will be the respectful, please. Thank you very much, Kash. Myk Berewa, Koita, please now stay with we. Now stay with family. I continue for sending comments them and questions them. Let me move forward, gentlemen. President Bio suspend auditor.
I've not finished my point.
Because you're cracking, bro. You're cracking.
Mike. Mike, when I'm able to tell him, not able to tell him, Mike. Only Mike. Cashbox, 2 minutes, please.
What do you do for living?
Cashbox, Cash, please. Let's focus on the issue, please. 2 minutes. Thank you very much, Cash. Go on, Kashi.
Because Shaba, it's a shame that you engage me in this guy. It's well you show. I'm not gonna lie.
I know. Let's move forward. Let's move on, please, guys.
When you go back, and go back to when I keep fasting for the say 11 years, because it is not true. From 2007 to in December 2007 to March 2018, it is not 11 years. It is kind of like 10 years, 4 months. So if even if we go over 6 months, I can understand saying I would say 11 years. But it's 10 years, 4 months, and I still talk about 11 years. But you see, Shaba, let me go back to the point where we talk about like the poverty will make people lost their life. And it is everyone's responsibility here. The police, the road transport, the people, And when we go back to the human capital development, this government just feels say that then primary school picking and secondary school picking within the pay school fee for human capital development. Every facet of life need for enjoy this human capital development. We all know how people are deprived in our country today with everything, educationally and all that thing in there. You see, so when we talk about education, we know certain grandpa they're not able to go to school anymore. How do we educate them? If they talk about fire engine, if they talk about the hospital, they don't function well. Shaba, I do audio and I always consistently say this. When you go to if they talk about water, say they don't provide 11 years, they're not able to provide water for people. Shaba, alone. We get 7 major rivers where they flow into the Atlantic Ocean. 7 major rivers where the water they go waste inside the Atlantic Ocean. The problem when we get not enough water, not just the supply, it is just the distribution. So in the short term, Shaba, I tell you, there was about then they cost $25,000 for one. We get 136 constituencies them also. If even we buy one water bowser for each constituency, when you calculate the 136 by $25,000, that will give our force about people. We're going to able to provide water in the short term for everybody in that country. Fire in the scanning machine where they talk about the health facility. The scanning machine will make Dr. Wale die na Connaught Hospital because scanning machine not in a Connaught Hospital. Those scanning machine, one scanning machine costs $100,000. $100,000.
What's in a scanning machine? What do you mean scanning machine? What do you mean?
Shaba, this guy, one scanning machine costs $100,000.
What do you mean by scanning machine?
This doctor died because scanning machine not there na Connaught. Then just the president, just one timber last year, $250 million for timber. Now this makes exactly the suspend the Auditor General today. You see, Shaba, when this guy they talk fire engine, one great fire engine in this country, it costs like $50,000 for when you buy fire engine then. Does it have to take like 10 years for make President Biondo say scanning machine in a Connaught for me you go buy at least 5? We go cost you like $500,000.
It takes like 10 years for my President Bio, 3 years for my President Bio actually buy water bouncers and we cost 3.4 million. It takes President Bio 3 years for me to buy fire engine them for me when it costs less than 200,000 or 500,000. But why yet still in one grain they take millions of dollars. The people that when they try to talk to say what's the difference between the Bobona Liberia we spend that money and people that these are bike riders there. So man go because the petrol they see and say if you go take free petrol, put on a bike, he go kind of like go make money with them. He doing business. Wait till they pay for your life. These guys, they don't get even their bike, then they pay master money. So if they get away from it and get free petrol, so the master money go for 2 more, they go to one. You see, Shaba, you only when you get drowned, me and you two, we know the drown. We begin a speedboat. We don't understand what it means for drown. But when you get drowned, even sharpness, you go all out. Yes, it was reckless. Like it was a reckless decision for me to go take petrol and like go get the petrol. But you know what? When somebody gets down, the sharpest nerve, they go try for Ola, even though they don't say the nerve for Koita. Because so most of these people, they don't be actually no say. If they be no say them go die, you feel them go there realistically. It is poverty. The job where they create for China, the point I make earlier, where they take with timber them, with a ship and go China, we could easily create jobs. You know, idea with
the top of fire, with the top of fire.
You seriously? You don't
Myk,
have a problem.
Myk, you can stop for interrupt people when they talk. Please,
no,
Myk.
Shaba,
Please,
this
Myk.
guy, you don't have a problem. You're not able to think outside the box. Now, this is your biggest problem. You know, like you, I believe that you still fail in school. You know why? Because one point, you're not able to kind of like use other points them back for bringing a kind inside. It is the argument. You know, when you don't fix for one thing, the reason for the fire thing, why make the people and go there? This is the reason why the guy will tell you. If we timber, we take them with a kind of like, you know, man, with the process we timber the inside we country. Then people are away go die and that they don't get job outside they engage themselves. We get so many things that we make like we create employment in our country. But millions of people and they out there we don't get job. So they're going for always the shortcut. The shortcut mentality now in the key life in that country. So when you say with the top of fire, no, that the point the root cause for the thing the poverty mentality, that is what we are talking about. But because you're not able to kind of like, you know, use your brain and think broadly, you just miss out or just talk for fire without thinking about the job creation when we lost as a result of the timber and being shipped to China. You cannot think that way. Because
thank you, Kashi.
You made the brother.
Thank you, Kashi. Thank you, Kashi. Thank you very much, Kashi. We get for move forward now. The Auditor General and the Deputy President Bill suspended. This suspension is impromptu. We, according to which we understand, therefore go through procedures and set up a tribunal for suspend the Auditor General. But according to which I make to understand, they not go through them procedures. Myk Berewa, why make you think say President Biyo suspend the Auditor General and in deputy?
What's going to happen? So your background, okay. First of all, before I answer that question, which procedures will them for go through? Which procedures will President for go through before they suspend the Auditor General? What are the procedures then? Which procedures?
Procedures wait for set up the tribunal and the tribunal for suspend the
Shaba, left for the talk about thing we know.
Okay.
Presidents get the right for hire and fire.
But Myk, that's what everything you know.
No, but that's not true. That's not true.
Okay, but
it's no procedure. No, Nana can say, it's no procedure, Shaba. When president get for go through for suspend somebody, when president ready for appoint person, you know they go through procedures. President is done today, appoint say, now make them they say when the letter they come out, then say it has pleased the president of so. Where and as by Chroma be the appoint Lara. I not go through waiting stuff. He appoint them, he go through parliament approval. That's it. So first of all, I'll lay that premise because a very key for let people understand this. I make I ask you, say which procedures, because now need to talk say procedure before then. No, the president waiting me you for the argument here is let's try to know what's in the president suspend Lara for. That's
why I asked you what's to make the president suspend Lara?
I don't know. The tribunal will tell we. Always with the speculation, Shaba. People then they say, oh, the Lara not follow procurement policies. Lara I color. Some people then they say Lara Lara one pull audit report. Now I make them suspend. If this APC where they talk so, all the thing that they talk
don't misinform the people.
President go take receipt. President takes 4 billion. Me man, why they not go pull your audit reports along see? Me now the question and what they say. When I left for the talk, then say if we don't see this report here, bang, when they talk say that's so president do a receipt and go show false receipt. Now because we don't see the report, why we not go pull that? We not go pull that. Let everybody see. When I hack the system, when I pull that. Since we are so powerful, when I don't see this report here, we not pull the report along see. Let's see on social media, law reader. Because let me just explain something to people. Let people understand. Shaba, when they do auditing, where audit Sierra Leone can the ministry or can the department, when they audit you, then they audit you. A lot of things and when they audit. When they audit you, when they go, then they send a draft. So that you ministry. So can I ministry? I don't think I now can find. So find. You get any questions to any called compliance. You get answers to anything they don't find in say how do. If the department or the ministry gets findings, they wouldn't do. The auditor they come back, they look into all them findings and they see if not true claims they make before the audit pull a final report. So let's try to establish that first. Before audit only just goes to me write for you. It just tell like journalists if you want to write anything but you Shaba, they ask you first. If somebody can go say but they call you first and ask you Shaba. So thing. Now this and say. So first of all, to your premise, the president has the right to fire and hire. He is the supreme head of that country.
No, he's not the supreme. We don't have supreme head of state.
He is the supreme head of the country. I'm using synonyms. He is the supreme head of that country. Now, he get the ceremonial rights that country. Now, they call president. Now, they hire and fire. Waiting we want for long fierce Sierra Leoneans. If you watch this whole lara in Shaba, if you watch this whole debate Shaba, this whole lara, you find out. I know they talk a lot about it on the social media thread. Because at the end of the day, me really want what in it. Mr. interested because it's a civic education for you. Mr. want to know what in this can do. But go to know what government know what me and you don't know. Shaba.
Yeah, but I'm not cut you on, Mike.
You understand something.
Mike, I don't cut you on. But this same Auditor General reports President Myk campaign against the APC government. And also during the APC government, the same Auditor General was doing fantastic job.
No, that is a subjective statement. When you say fantastic, you want to say Shaba, the Auditor General is above the law. They're not for auditor. So the Auditor General in the above a past president says they're not for auditor. But nobody not for action questions.
During the APC term, the Auditor General we get a credible job where President Myk campaign against APC.
Okay.
I don't know if you go agree with me.
Say, yeah, but not institution. Of course, anytime where any let me tell you something. Any report where Auditor General pull, it's a credible report. It's a national report. It's a national document. Where all institutions, aid agencies, and get for refer to. It's like a reference document for the country. So of course, if you can't talk to people corrupt, if you see somebody tip money, if Auditor General say nobody not tip money, nobody not tip.
But if the report credible, why the president will suspend the Auditor General and the deputy?
Okay. You are making assumptions. This is the thing I said. Shaba. Me and you don't know. Now then say, don't fall for that. These are the questions we are asking. Why they suspend that? Mr. They ask the same question. Why? Always in with the social media, no official reason, no commodity. Now this make the suspender. No official reason. The president just said let us suspend that. Always in they talk. Oh, because report what man. Even when they suspend Lara, that report they still come out. Lara is just an individual. Audit Sierra Leone is an institution. When they don't suspend Lara, so audits alone still they work. People then they go work. People then they do their own work. So that report they still get for come on. Nobody not get for go filter that. President not get that right. Nobody not get for go. They go change all the thing and say let not come on because of waiting. You know, all and they now then say. All of today, that because report one come out because they say president got tip 30 billion for trap. All and then say, Shabal, I want you understand one thing. Taking money from government coffers. If president go take money from government coffers, it is not corruption. As long as he explain how the money he use them, not for corruption.
You get 2 minutes.
Say that money,
You got 2 minutes.
Not to corruption.
Go on, you got 2 minutes.
Now what's in a corruption? Now when you go take her, you take her unlawfully. You not follow the due procedures for take her. You go take her, you tip her. Then say use them, so you not use them, so you use them other way around. But if you explain her, like all them things they all check about the pool. Now because government systems exposed, government transparent, check about not to hack out. For say the hack inside system. You go all the reports that way they pull. You go in they find them and the ministries and they are the websites. You just say it. They say the base so possible, not to secret. So if government withdraw money, so money, not to option than it. Yes, you go say, oh, that money is too oku. But if government is able to explain them, fine. If government explain and we not satisfy them, then we have questions to ask.
Check no buying report and credible. Check no buying report and report and credible.
Well, of late, I don't follow Chernobyl. So, Boku reports in a way very misleading. Like the report against the first lady is very misleading. That's very, very misleading. And now way you not create a platform for discussion here. We for not elaborate on that.
Okay. But you say it on the website. You say it on the website.
You know, it's. Well, I try to understand what they say. A different interpretation, different from information. You can get information and way interpret.
You say everything where they pull it in on the website.
So if one thing where you want to understand, hello.
Yes, Mike. You can 1 minute more for you to utilize them. Please go ahead. One thing where
you need to understand here, Shaba, is I just laid the premise. We don't know what is the outcome. On me from the SLPP part. What's in the density from SLPP? Density what? Lara don't follow. There's a lot of procurement policies and procedures them where Lara not follow. We go against the procurement laws of the country. That is one reason. Another reason that are from the pundits, I'm not saying it's the fact, I'm not saying it's true, don't quote me. Other thing, I say Lara, they divulge a lot of information to people them. When a national documents them, and they divulge them to people them. Secret documents, and they're against the procurement laws, and they're against the act of the country. The other thing back when they talk, they say Lara, they employ most of the young people them. They Lara get too much to cut them, where they use, where if I don't let give other people them, and not do them. So that's a density. Not to so government so. These are SRPP pundits. You come to the APC pundits and they say, oh, now because report one come out say president lie by receipt business, or before president use $30 billion for so money. Now I make all the report one come out, president don't stop say let them suspend the woman, let it on. No, let's wait for the tribunal. One key thing here where very, very clear enough in the submission what people they make is, and I listen, sorry, I follow sorry in tweet. When a lawyer, somebody they listen me.
Yeah, go on.
We question the integrity of the tribunal. You don't get to tell the tribunal. We question the one that they appoint for then at the tribunal, which is a peer analysis, which is a peer question, it's a peer concern. But again, what will boil down to that? Now, government of the people appoint that you want to appoint. So it's up to Lara in defense team for make a strong case for her. This is a civic education where we all see Alonians them. It go there over TV, but we'll see what they hold Paulo. It be there over TV, say the leper. When they don't find anything in the leper. But when I say they don't hold Paulo, Paulo, why you for go gun that state house? Anybody then come to the house if you do that, then they hold you. So, but we'll see the proceedings go, they don't find them guilty, they leper. So anyhow, when you look at them, we get a little bit of sanity, a little bit of transparency. So if Lara don't do anything yet, no, we wait and see. Let's wait for the tribunal. Let's not jump to conclusion.
They don't find Paulo guilty. Surely they found him guilty, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Okay.
They're not found guilty for treason. That's what
Myk, I got to come back to you. Myk, I got to come back to you back to this audit report. Auditor General, I can't come with Koita.
Fine, thank you so much. I think you give him so much time to give me the length to go. I was timing him with the talk because in the first place, I don't tell you see them man the tribal lens no give them for let them be nationalistic. Anytime I talk, I say tribal because that's not really he show himself. First place, the president he get right for hire and fire. Not in all cases. He gets office when they appoint people left. And they give an example like way in the man talk now say APC in 11 years they put all the people. Let me correct and force. During APC term, the office of me last working at ONS Office of National Security, the Director General, now Mindeman, so as well as it is to be specific, the Chief of Operation, now Mindeman.
No,
let me just come. This No, you have a meeting.
I don't miss Myk.
Fine.
Go on.
Because the man in the talk like say APC they take so problem. We are not the problem other institution. Let me undermine the APC. Let me come now. That ONS and reports. 90% of the workers now mandate to be specific, holding key position. Remember that vice president on his intelligence security. Now mandate man was one Idris. A chief of operation. Now mandate man match the might have the chief of staff now ONS. Now Sano. Now mandate man. Do I mean disaster managers? Now just mandate man. Look down to the military. The first only person appointed mandate man and CDS and deputy CDS that and Skuma, S. Williams and Milton. Mendeman to be specific, the all they can't to the police. This this all and I
tribalism.
No, go there because you go there. You reach you go there. So
go on.
I think it gets a lot for land from me because maybe their system. Me they talk like you just can't lie. I just want clear to you what you are saying is misleading. On the APC, we get TDS when I'm in them, get P2 on the APC, we get intelligence advisor to president, when as well as the man, chief of operation, on the APC, we get the chief of staff when as well as Sano, we get Mola Ruja as just management on the APC. We get the police when I'm in the flop there, they call all. We get ASM, we get the commissioner and Nekla Bokai. All the next to down the APC, no one was sacked. We want to go to where Madam Buckham, before we do, the Director of Medical Services, sack of us. He sack everybody in tribal sack them, singular, they call them like roll call. So I just want to say, let's come to the audit service. President get right for hire and fire, not in all cases. Like the audit service, so say they're not the audit making reform is system and institution where they audit the government. Now they make an incredible institution. When they want stack up, the first way they do. They set a tribunal because you have to explain to the people like what to make for the sack this person here or why would they suspend them. The tribunal then they come for the investigator. If you do something contrary against the country law,
somebody not in the office.
No, let me cheat you. Let me
Myk, please.
With the gig let me cheat you. When they suspend person, you give for suspension. You set a tribunal. Then from there. We don't get some people suspend the person, then give people a civil with a suspend the person for A, B, and C. He's confused now. He's confused. He can't do this. He said, no, suspend him. Why is he no? If you not confident, we don't know. Why they suspend you, we don't know. We deploy, no know. Then the number two, the one we get the letter, you don't get the right for write the letter. The letter, if it was a tribunal, now the Minister of Justice, Attorney General, write the letter. Napoleon out in Deputy Minister. He writes under the instruction of President Secretary for suspend the criminal reports. Number three, we want to talk about politics. Keep politics out of this. So that my way on the BBC, now international audits, where BBC, and then they audit all any audits or the under the farm. Where it talks, see, they sack the man in the time when they visit the audit report for common, then they sack him. So now APC, now politicians, where BBC, doesn't report to on the BBC, where talks, see, they sack the man the time when they visit. Then they come to the audit report. They won't know the reason why. President Bio, they don't say, they don't tip so much that this particular one will be because Chernobyl, in front of talking as a Chernobyl, not to say a hacking act. It's always Chernobyl who luckily, it talks subconsciously, like all my areas, he said it didn't have an archive. No, see the hacking system. I mean, in Chernobyl report, it's 100% plus credible. The money is reported the chief. It will not be able to know about pull up. We all know, but that can't reveal the way when the investigation would have posted which about pull up. See, they don't withdraw money from 2018 to date. They don't pull so money before they begin investigation. We know about them. So when this moment talk, like say the government get right, the president get for hire, we agree, but in some cases, you follow the procedures for fire or hire or fire somebody. Like the audit service are one. The anti-corruption commissioner, now two. The head of immigration are three. If the bank they forgive for fire them, hire or fire them. You don't just go further, they can't cancel because they feel say this audit report if you come out, nice slap on their face, or they feel say because so many things where they happen, they look at in talk, say Lara they give sensitive document then to people left. This same Lara, then President Bio the praise used in message against President Nkrumah, say they look the general report. This same Lara, then they declare for and jubilate them, celebrate them. Now this one they can't second because the woman constantly for when they can't apply. Everywhere state manage somebody report them from 20 to date to not be the highest corruption as alone now from 2018 to date. We see the first auditor general report to come out 2018. We see this going to come out 2019. We will wait 25 for more and we don't know can pull the one because they're fishing and only for learning doctor. Let me tell you something. We talk about institution. The oldest institution we not left as alone have power all. Any minister the audit service. Now the audit service, but for God's sake, if you want to go audit by the audit, you want to for commodities, Shaba. Now you for audit me.
Right.
You had the audit me, say, okay, I want to for commodity. Then former for as an independent organization, where they audit from state house, nobody is exempted. They audit the entire country from the state house, come to the vice president of the come to the parliament. They audit every institution. What did make another one go for you when you can go court for audit human? For which reason? For which reason? So you know, for suspend human. Why? They go for Sido now. They find an excuse where you go feed them for put them defense. You know, you see these guys when they talk in the city, they are not honest. It's just confused. You know, they might confused like you don't know what they talk. You don't get based off the statement. Because if you know they follow the trend of politics, you know President Bio the president Lara Pierce during 2016, 2017, 10 to 2018 before they not president. If we just keep quiet. This woman when they make sure this is the way they say now people are so they see I tell you that they are so they catch tribal day. Now into they can't talk to you when Lara Pierce they say family no put the they get too much. How many would the president get? How many would minister they get? You want to Lara Pierce. Now this is not for pull post for they get too much. Is that a valid reason? Because these guys know they sit up and look at it the thing in a realistic manner. The Chernobyl a report alone don't do for them this particular government panel chiefly. Chernobyl a report alone don't do for them this particular government panel high level of corruption. All the instruments, including the AC, is highly corrupt because the commissioner they defend corruption. When they charge the first lady, you want to go take from 1961. When they charge the former chief minister, he go to defense plan for them. Anybody in charge. If they defend and still have pet corruption, the audit service shall for be an independent organization where the executive not get power over. Understand that the executive in power is limited in terms of the audit service. Because why they limit that? Because they want to give them a free hand for audit every institution, including the state house, including the office of the president. So why the president now even go now for go to do my own job, say to go audit them? Who are the audit service? They've not left alone. They're not set audit service. They set that unity when they investigate each and every institution, including the office of the president. So if the woman audit the office of the president, then the president goes to the auditor. Why if they do I got Saba? Because they want to interfere, and the woman job, they want time for clean up themselves, put them people inside the by right. Anybody in an accountant top for taking that job, nobody for act themselves. Any accountant top for acting that job for now, until they do the rest, nobody for acting. If you want food, then they do the lamp speech. As can talk and clear, and the first way that be attorney and don't be now one looks like credible lawyer. They talk and clear when they say the president gets fire and fire, but in some cases they follow procedures. Follow the procedures, set the tribunal, let the tribunal tell the problem, let them tell me what he make the suspend them. Before they when they find a guilty, then they take actions. But no, they say, well, no, we just wait for waiting. Don't go doctor, don't go doctor report, can't tell people who listen. No, allow the process to follow. Next month, for example, the original report will come out by December. December is fastly approaching. They're not suspend them. What are you the report? What are you pull now? If this man honest, I say these guys, this then tribal lens, they pull them from national issues. The president get right forever, but in some cases, they follow procedures for pull somebody. Not to just come pull a guy in the camp. When they come, everything they do is bastard of control. There's nothing they don't do ABC, right? President Bio get a limit. This land let it be in limit. Let not say you need to get away with everything. Why if you do the thing without following the procedure? No. It means and day. Story this. Then that's okay, accept you. Not so you don't do the wrong thing, you are the bastard. What people can force you put a last, he go himself. That's what they be. The investigation force, say tribunal, tell the player the reason why they suspend this man for AB, according to tribunal, you don't do AB and C, then investigate that now. But not say tribunal, you go investigate, you can't say tribunal. The tribunal say, take your pull for me, no more, man. We don't listen, you see the whole world, including the total audit service, pull a statement, they don't just stop and they say, he won this up. They say the only job we left as alone now. Now this is women not interfere. That's all of the institutions don't collapse, and not successfully. That's all the institutions from the ACT, from the judiciary, it comes to the police, it comes to the next, it comes to the PPRC, it comes to every institution don't collapse. Like just the audit be left. Now influence and beauty collapse. But let me tell you something. Then they do it because they see what from where the EU report can. Then just bend the mentality in this MCC, let them bend the mentality. Now it's time for SLPP. When I visit them full, when they go to see other reporting from different angles, where they tell us they're not credible. Because they will not pass MC reports. Look at the level. Look what's in the happy now. So Myk Berewa for once be nationalistic here. Talks on 2 ABC, people will say this. You know this platform they talk so, not say people food. If they talk, they understand whether the angle they come already know. You come out in purely SLPP and they purely in they talk. For once, be sincere in your analysis there. Be sincere. What's wrong for them set a tribunal for the sanction? What's wrong for Andy? Follow the procedures. We don't set a tribunal. They don't say that this man. We don't suspend them.
Okay, thank you. Yes, before I come to Cashbox, just stay away from your camera small. Mama, if you get yes, exactly. You go. No. You don't far. Myk Berewa concerned about this Auditor General. I get a lot of text them, 1 or 2 I need to read to you, but unfortunately, my phone just died. So when it's time for charge my phone. Maybe
okay, why
I get small flyer. Yeah, if I get small flyer, I'll read it to you.
No. It's my turn. You have to wait.
Yes, Mike, let me give time to Cashbox quick.
Thank you.
Yes, Cash, go on.
Thank you.
Now, Cash, come on, Mike, please.
Thank you. And please, Mike and reviewers, Myk will listen attentively now. Shaba, for Mike say the president get the right for hire and fire. I agree, but this they tell you say it does not understand even like the constitution where it writes but all over the place. Me not to like Salon Constitution man, but I listened to Ibrahim few days ago. They talk about the constitution and all that thing, and Mike, if possible, take note and go read down section 137, subsection 6 of the constitution. It said the president can only suspend the Auditor General and judges, including judges, having constituted a tribunal. Only having constituted a tribunal. Again, I repeat for you, Mike, go back your bedtime story, may you go read your constitution today. Section 137, subsection 6. It tells you, say, the president can only suspend the Auditor General having constituted a tribunal. And then I think the JSLC or JLSC tell you say, you know, even the people that know Pastor Michael resigned from the JLSC because you know even it's supposed to be reason to the JLSC as to the reason for the tribunal. It not be all that. Pastor Michael resigned because of that. What do you have to say towards this, Mike? For make the president abuse the constitution. What do you have to say where the jail Comrade Koita and they come to the Auditor General? But these are some of the things that when we talk now. What do you again for say? But like you know, when Comrade Koita kind of like openly defend somebody. Yes, I don't say now you check the constitution because I don't tell you say I teach you. You get for land but put in there. You know the danger now, Shaba. Let me assume say the president gets right for fire. Let me assume that it is not right because the constitution tells you say the president only they suspend the Auditor General according to section 137 of the constitution only when it's set like a tribunal. But this now is suspend the woman before it set up the tribunal.
So that means the tribunal now therefore suspend the Auditor General and Deputy.
Yes, now the tribunal for the
President.
Hold on. Go on.
The tribunal and enforce come with their findings and say yes, and then like the president can then suspend her now. But the president not do that. But Shaba, now we just say like he get the right for doing. The danger now with reputation. These are the presidents when they tell we say the reason why they fly now we go build with image and with reputation. But right under your foot, you they destroy the reputation. You know, Shaba, if even I get right for kind of like do certain thing then, and they think about the reputation. Like you listen the BBC interview,
right?
Where they say that they talk about investment. When you listen to the BBC interview, the guy from the International Organization for Supreme Auditors, it make it clear to we say, you know, that they don't suspect this government of corruption. It said all over social media, it they say the government corrupt. It used the word opportunistic. It said for when they suspend the Auditor General now, it is very opportunistic. You know what they get to do with image? Let me say and Shaba, remember in April this year, from April, now we don't suspect, say, this Auditor General get problem with some procurement issues there. And when they talk, say, the Auditor General waiting long to make the audit the Auditor General. By the way, these are all misinformation. The Auditor General will be audited by, I don't know if it's KPMG or Salon or so, or BGO or something like that. Then they audit the Auditor General in office.
BGO.
So for saying they audit them, it is not true. All of these things, these procurement issues that when they talk about, the audit firm when they audit the Auditor General, therefore don't put all that here and do. And when they audit the Auditor General, now the government now they report to. So why all when they audit the Auditor General, they don't put all that here and do? April this year, now they actually begin suspect a liar. So why cannot be set up the tribunal at the time and then take action? They wait until this audit report to come out. And the danger here, that is image, the reputation of the country, Shaba. You and I, even though we are get right for certain things there, I cannot do it because it will damage me name. It sounds suspicious. This is the reason. Now make them now BBC, like representation for a representative from like the International Organization for Supreme Auditors. They talk say this thing where they do so liar is very suspicious and it's very opportunistic. You know what that they mean for the country? Even though it violates the constitution, but now we say it don't violate the constitution. But for make somebody they talk say it's suspicious. You know what it mean for the reputation of the country? Whose investor will go look with country? he say, Mr. Country for go invest. You know, like the problem all over the gets there, so now because this very Myk where they so Sudan there is a video when they go around where now in the buy property them for SLPP minister in America. This very Myk. I don't say that to go, but video they want to go around. When they're in, then buy then they thief money property them. Then they use money laundering. People and they send money. Now this now they're responsible for that. You see when Koita they talk about the tribalism. This thing where the tribe will tell you so, Shaba. Hey, the Simba money. As I talk to you right now, I get clear evidence. And I will tell people last year, the president thieved $250 million just last year. When I talk to you right now, so Shaba, it don't go up to like the total money when they make about $400 million now in the president in one year, Babadi, don't thief. And I will prove them to people $400 million. Okay. You see, when you look at Wikonski, you know, I agree with the guy who talks, like I said, the Auditor General, the point where they look at waiting right and waiting ethical. So
right.
Make you the Auditor General at this time when the auditor and this guy where they interview on BBC talk and plain, he said at this time, for when you sack the Auditor General. And look, what people are not able to understand, even the guy where they act right now, audit service, not supposed to take up that job day. They're not supposed to take up that job day. And no accountant, no they take up that job day. Past liar, they agree. Because according to any accountant who belong to a body, not supposed to take up that job day at all. And what it mean for Wikonski, for making be say accountants and they run away from a job. You know what it mean for Wikonski? So this is the thing that we're responsible for making them about the way die by that fire. Because people cannot come to Wikonski but can't invest. So but what they do with the language, it's man in the language. Young man then, we're supposed to go and work. If investment cannot Wikonski, investment flow cannot Wikonski, then they get job. They're not able to get that opportunity. Why? Because the president take money or the general cannot say it. This is a danger. You know, let me go back to the MCC report. When we talk about the MCC report, the only thing they are, it contradict completely. And the MCC report said the people realize it. Now the very civil society that we continue corrupt. Now the same one they report to the MCC. I know they talk say the American embassy, then we country. The American embassy, the MCC report is completely independent, not completely 100%. Then they ask them,
okay,
it is independent.
Thank you, Kashi. Thank you, Kashi. I'll give Myk Berewa 2 minutes before we come to the EU report and the First Lady begin before close the program. I know say Myk, you want to respond. Please, Myk, I will give 2 minutes, please.
Sure, but let's just go straight. One thing people need to understand here, it's I don't know these guys, like I can always say, whether they are just blind.
You don't need to discredit.
No, I know. I'm going to discredit people. If you say something, I know the cost, but they discredit somebody. I don't know if they are blind to the fact or not. The cost are the cost. I know the Shaba, you know, say me know the cost. I just the hard truth, because first of all, Shaba, the president of a country gets what they call executive powers. Executive powers. The constitution behind that rightly. What's not anything that has to do with the security of the state? Again, that executive powers. Not answerable to anybody. I want to know that the post say president gets executive powers. Then all that
the constitution give him the power. They give him mandate
hold on.
For God's sake, what are you talking about?
Hold on, Kashi. Myk, I want to make you repeat it again back. You see the president's no.
The president
answerable to anybody.
Called executive powers. Executive powers. That's why you can find out that the president can put what in calls Myk P. President can put what in calls state of emergency. Anything that has to do with security concern, the president will take that decision. Welcome, Koita. All presidents all over the world has those powers. And if we want to be even specific, the framework of the Audit Sierra Leone, I want to understand, say, Audit Sierra Leone's mandate is covered by the National Legal and Regulatory Framework, which include the 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone, the Audit Service Act of 2014, the Audit Service Act of 1998, the Financial Administration Regulations of 1998, also the Public Budgeting Accounting Act of 1998. That was replaced. So audit Sierra Leone is not above the law. Like I said, my premise here, always here they say, now always then say, Shaba. Shaba, with common sense, let's use a common sense narratives here. Common sense narratives here. You face a president not aware of the toxicity what this could create by suspending Lara. You know, if he's a president not aware of the optics what this will create of suspending Lara, president of the sense, hold on. You feel say president no say na a negative PR that.
Mike, you got 1 minute more. Hello about this, please. Go ahead.
Huh? No,
1 minute, please.
I need to respond as well.
Yeah, but the man interrupts me.
Yeah, please, guys. Yes.
So mute the man. Let me make time.
Yeah, I mute you too.
You do that all the time.
I mute you too, Mike.
Now we forget, but we are constitutional lawyers. Let's not go into the optics of the Constitution for try to interpret Constitution, because Constitution can be interpreted in a different way. You get clauses in Constitution where they're going to law court where they're going to interpret it different. Let's just use the common sense narratives for everybody to understand. You feel say president go just grab for suspend a liar, where you know waiting at the backlash, you know how the public outcry would it. Government know a lot of things when me and you don't know. Even who they close to government, that's all you know. Shaba, that's all you know. Not all you know. So at that point, if government don't try for suspend you, you know, I don't go and investigate you. Which law anyway say whether they investigate you. Shaba, who say they work? If they make allegation against you, the first thing what they do, they take you off the schedule first. Why don't they do the investigation? Not to say they work, not to say they happen. Answer me, Shaba. Not to say they happen. Who say they work? They work for a state.
So why the Constitution states that?
Shaba, I don't want to let you. Shaba, I don't want to let you.
Catchbox. Go on, Mike.
No, I don't want to let you accept. It's a fact. Then take you off. They're not sacking this woman. It's not suspender. If they're an investigator, I go to the office and investigate you. You're not going to the office and investigate you. But now your president.
But maybe the president will go through the right channel.
But at the right, I just explain why they take me back. Yeah, Shaba, I just tell you the president has executive powers. I just tell you, say, there is no way president in the hire and fire.
Because the Constitution and the
hire. What is president come? Shaba, you know, say this president where can I increase budget for audit Sierra Leone? If it be hits like I will increase budget for audit Sierra Leone. It increased the budget by 30%. What is president come? It increased salaries them for them. Fringe benefits for even in the Lara. So if something happen, putting me and you for act as citizens, we want to know what the Lara do. That's a fair question. But not when they say, oh, enough of paragraph. Now you tell president what for. Now you tell president
what no, ask the right level, right procedure. We ask
right procedure, not there. I just tell you, say, if the president find,
Mikey, go 1 minute,
if the president sees something when I security threat to the country, if the president sees security threat to the country, he decide for suspend the woman. Now suspend the woman. After the tribunal, you people should be worried about the integrity of the tribunal.
The Constitution.
That's what you should be talking about.
Tribunal should come.
Don't worry about why President Saka. President for provide that. They can provide that. I mean, president not sack. If president want to do something, they sack right away. Nobody knows the answers. And as my Kuroma sacking vice presidents are waiting for they not go cut back. That's what they take the case go. That's what they take the case go. I call them.
Whether else there will be by
interrupt me. I am talking.
Okay, guys.
No, then they give me time. I can finish.
Yeah, you go respond, Kashi, please. Cashbox, just hold on. Go 1 minute.
And you making baseless. Let go to you, Kashi or Cashbox. You making baseless accusations. Say me then I made it by thing for people. Bro, I have a career.
No, I don't.
Even
Now
within
people that-
APC. No, listen.
Cashbox.
You make a thing.
Mike, I don't give 1 minute.
You make a
Please.
No, listen me. The man they eating me time, so allow them to make a point. Then they eating me time, so that finish Shaba. I beg. And what make this very clear to you that I don't need the government. I mean, they give money to SLPP. I mean, they support SLPP out of my own pocket.
When they send money to
I have an
virus,
MBA career. Even no, listen, I'll tell you. Even as alone, sometimes you don't know this. I worked for Ernest by Kuruma. I worked for Nsianyama Kuruma in project. Maybe they had a project in which project.
Undermine them.
So okay, whatever you look at it. So let's lay that to rest. Let's focus here. And so you, Koita, I mean, it makes you look cheap. It makes you look funny where they use tribalism. You see me? This whole talk, I cannot use tribe talk. I don't mention tribe. I don't even know which tribe you be. I want to just let you understand, say, President Bio is not a Mende.
because
The vice president of that country is not a Mende. The speaker of the house is not a Mende. SLPP not a Mende party. The Secretary General of SLPP not a Mende. The person will be the lead SLPP will then sack.
Okay, Mike.
So Lord let this Mende, not this Lord let this Mende talk. Not talk on issues. With these questions what Shaba they ask, let's stick on those issues. We answer. We are on audit report. Let's stick on that. I don't mention you say Lara na Creole, Lara na this, not try to gain sympathy from people that for cow tribalism. Now this is a divide we as a country. Let's stick on the issues. If what they say a left, let's stick on the issues. What they say, it's just because we're not getting anything to say, that's all that they bring up. SLPP na Mende. SLPP started from the north. SLPP is not a Mende.
Mike. Okay, Mike, I'm Cash, but let me give you 1 minute, please. Just 1 minute. We need to move on to this EU report. 1 minute, please.
When they talk, say the president get the executive like power or so for get rid of all like anybody we feel for. You know, the president in executive order in the constitution, who's one supreme? The constitution clearly tells you, say, the only time where they talk, say, oh, you didn't investigate person is still in the job. I wonder whose kind of job will you do, Mike? Because surely there are people that wouldn't investigate inside the job. They're still kind of like do the job.
You suspend and investigate you. They take you. Give me an example. Give me an example.
Look. The tribunal. So okay, if now
who that investigate for them? Who that investigate for an offense?
Okay, wait till the constitution.
Any institution that they allow you to do that. They take you off the job.
Did you say Jebu job?
Yeah, because no job not the way go allow you. Do the work.
Better when you stomach. Anyway.
No job not the way they allow you work for work, then they investigate you.
So Mike.
So the point is, if that is the case, why all this while they don't go back and change the constitution? Because the constitution clearly say if you set the tribunal first before you suspend them. Now that's the constitution say.
I got it.
So come here 1 second. If you say they didn't investigate person, why is when they check out? But the tribunal, the constitution say it need to set up the tribunal first before it suspend them.
No, that's something I will say you work. I didn't you gonna work investigate you.
No. The Salon constitution are applicable to me work. Salon constitution are applicable to me work.
No, but you say you have no side. Make a reference.
So the point where you
doesn't even make sense.
Let's move forward, guys. Let's move forward, please. Let me move forward.
You keep giving them time.
Let's move, guys.
Come on, 1 second. Shaba, the fire incident will happen right now. Now until we say right now the NEPA investigate different departments, right? So
no, they are not investigating them. Don't mislead. They are going to summon them to parliament.
Okay.
Then
so
after that,
listen to me. Well, what's the investigation?
They are not investigating them. They are not
investigation.
Listen me. No investigation.
What's the word investigation?
There is a difference.
No.
Listen. You ask a question. Make I explain.
What's the word?
You ask a question. Okay, you ask a question, make I explain. Yes. There is a contrast between investigation and when you summon somebody. Summon somebody, it's like you come for explain.
United Tribunal. United Tribunal.
Boston calling out and this happened. Come explain. No, investigation is different from summoning someone.
So
United Tribunal two different words.
So United Tribunal mean.
What do you mean tribunal?
Someone the person, not in someone appointed to question. After we don't know, I listen to investigation.
Exactly. Fine. So you can tell anybody know that name.
No. Hold on. Now we can ask
what do you mean?
No. Now we can ask you. Say.
I can give me a few seconds. Let me just address something to you.
Because the point why I make I ask you, because you say now you talk about investigation. Now we can use the word investigation. So because me know too well say the
I don't use the word. I don't use the word.
You say
I told you this is mean. Let me recap what you said back. Maybe you get amnesia or something. I'm telling you, say
you don't even have to
yes, okay, all right, it's okay. It's okay. Maybe you get amnesia.
Okay, guys, please.
You do, because you forget quick. I don't know at your age. I don't know. So let me.
Mike, we have to stop going personal.
Mike. There is a contrast between an investigation and summoning. And
now you use the word. Now you
tribunal
say liar.
And court.
You say
therefore they talk about things you don't know. That's why you don't even know what's in arrest you.
No. Hold on. Now you use the word. They're not going to investigate pussy. No way.
Guys, let's move on. Let's move on.
No way.
Let me clash. Let me move on. Koita, just 1 minute. 1 minute quick to move on to the evening, please. Just 1 minute. Please, guys, please. Just 1 minute, Koita, please. 1 minute, please.
No, I do less than 1 minute. I just want to tell this Myk say. The chief minister, when they were accused of that $2 million, $1.5 and $500,000, he was never suspended. They not sack him. See, let them give investigation chance. Why?
They're not ever investigator.
No.
That's social media. That's social media. You see the level. Okay, let me give you an example. Koita. Mr. Secretary, the policeman line now say.
No, Mike, listen.
Like when you man line I say.
No, listen.
Like when you man line I say. Na me they buy. No. Anybody can lie. Anybody can lie, bro.
No. Now people say. I tell you say there is a video going on.
No, you said it.
As the video going on.
You said it.
Yeah.
Secondly, the man understands tribunal not investigation. When they say the tribunal, now they make the investigation. So that woman they get for work until they set the tribunal, they report, then they make the investigation. So they
suspend them.
No, they suspend them.
Let's move on. Let's move on. Mike.
Don't blame me.
I don't say you charge him.
If we go around to pass, low pass tax. I didn't pass from the charger anyway. Let me catch a low pass tax.
Guys, we put us 2 minutes on the EU report. The 2 minutes on the EU. 2 minutes on the EU reports, and also we will close with the first lady in Pekin who was on social media with stack of different currency them.
But please,
where he dance with.
Let us go above the 2 minutes. Let's maintain that timing, please.
Yes, please. Myk Berewa, what's your take on this EU reports?
Well, EU is a credible institution. If them pull a report out, we have to take it seriously. I mean, I believe the government take it seriously. I believe the people of Sierra Leone take it seriously. But there is also a lot of twins and turns on that report. There's a lot to it. I am not saying what they are saying is true, because let us be an objective analysis. But there's a lot of narratives to it, Shaba. The judiciary say the report was biased, they not consult them. PPRC say they not consult them. NEC say they not consult them. And we see social media, they say we get a lot of APC, but when they work now, EU, when they reporters they hack up, they are lazy, forget all them reports them. But me not they buy that. I know they buy that. I really know they buy that as Mike, as an individual. I'm not saying this from a SLPP policy point of view. I'm saying this from what? If the report side say there is a considerable decrease in the trust of electoral process. That is something we have to look into as a country. That is something. It's a fair thing that we have to look into. But I want you understand, say, Shaba, this not until they start. Shaba, SLPP self not be trust neck. Opposition on so they. SLPP not be trust neck. SLPP not go court with neck Christian at top. Christian at top not tell we say go police. It's a logo police. The same neck where they so. Now then they most of the electoral officers and the district officers when they are employed and then still they. Now the commissioners are no more than change when they can because they get time of office. You get the length of time where you deserve. When time of office done, you come on the body. Why the same district officer? The same returning officers, they will be the APC 10. And they still there. Now they still there. When APC higher, now they still there. The same drivers them. You see the list of drivers that will come on and echo there is. So, not other names and them be there. They just come on. So of them. I don't want to see because they are
we don't talk about region and tribe anymore. But
yeah, we don't talk about
Cash box. I come to you, Myk. 1 minute more. Yeah, Myk, go ahead.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. But the point for me to try for race here
is already in 2 minutes.
Man, I comes for me now. Hold on.
Myk.
1 minute. So my point for me to try for race now here is opposition and opposition. Shaba. Opposition, they talk anything. SLPP took neck to court. SLPP never believed the neck. SLPP talk to that the same thing. America has 7 America. Donald Trump not talk say the election not credible. Who are they where they lost election? It talk say the electoral commission credible.
Okay, like to come with Twitter. Sorry.
The man 2 minutes so done.
We have 3 minutes argument because
not done.
Thank you so much. You see, what's in the starting? Now, when they try to collaborate EU reports to opposition, then people here, nobody tell them what for do. They have people on the ground. The EU get representative at NEC. They get representative at any office, including the one they get representative. They get an finance. They get an court. They get
so America don't get so the FCC report.
Myk, it's not the man again.
No, allow me.
Come here.
Land.
These guys are jokes.
You don't get any ideas of Sierra Leone. The EU get representative on they get any story the thing with the they get an they get a judiciary, they get a neck, they get a ONS, they get a the police, they get a finance, they get a everywhere. Let me tell you something. This man go and do the TRC report. The TRC report and see the main cause of negative law, like the police and the judiciary. After they make a report where they look at the cause. There are different causes, but they say the main is the police and the judiciary. Now we see the EU report can confirm, and now they add the neck, they add PPRC, they add statistics, they add other exclusions the way it not be there. Not supposed to tell them. They do the first report, they do follow-up mission report before they pull and do. Why you want based that to opposition? Now APC write report, say neck not credible. Now APC write report, but you not see where cabinet can go broke a whole election material at 110. You not see when they go do Sansa tell Lutin na Kabbalah, then they go change figures. You not see. Let's be honest for once. Now APC write that report, the party go complain as a political party. But let's say they see the EU they go to any election, they see the election process. No supposed to tell them. Any election they observe, the EU observe as they did, they look what's happening. So don't put politics aside. They know the arrest of the detention of Koita. They know the arrest of the detention of Paulo Conte, Kamani Mavansari, about Jordan Zambak and Mr. and so many others of Ali Foster. They know how the judiciary has been the Jinawi being continues to spend 9 months in prison in a social confinement. For 9 months, they know that they will be sent to Nigeria. Nobody will tell them. When they talk to them, they come to the pool and sell for 1-2 minutes, then go. The reports are there. So why you have this and then see the police when the power pull in na
30 seconds, go ahead.
They're not lying. So now we left for take credible report them based on inside politics. What make now they talk say the opposition they talk say LMC right. When say when I pass civil liberty, this one not say opposition prisoner. When EU they say opposition party, why can't we honest for God's sake? Myk Berewa yet a lot for land about Sierra Leone anyway.
Thank you very much, Comrade Koita. Welcome to Cash Box. What do you think on the EU reports?
Thank you. You see,
they can't start with me.
It just like, yeah, because you need to learn a lot. This is a free lectures, and I'm willing to give it to you at any given time. I'm telling you. You see, Shaba, when you look at the EU report, the EU kind of like talk. It's just like when Myk Berewa talk say how the government, like the EU, kind of like they go inside now APC, like APC, they try to link the EU report and APC. The MCC report, it kind of directly, kind of like they outsource certain companies. For instance, Freedom House is one people away. They actually kind of like they report about civil liberty and political rights, I think. And then this Freedom House, they employ the civil society organizations in. And look at the civil society organizations. You get Ibrahim Tommy, you get Andrew Lavalley, you just look at them. These people, and when they talk now, you know exactly whose side they belong. You know, the question now I will ask Shaba, we all know, when I lock up Comrade Koita because he defends somebody, that Foster guy, was that right? Ali Foster. Was it right? It give right for make like we can't get past like civil liberty. When they don't free the judge kind of like say them for free Kamaremba, then the chief registrar or whatever decide take up on himself and keep her inside it. Is that right? When they kill people, let me just like when Myk Berewa say when it's in Abu Makeni, one of the first people that will come out and talk against it. You know, I'm glad it for you. But you feel say that they right? You feel say that they deserve a pass?
30 seconds.
When they kill people in a tumble, when they go on a Panemba road, kill people them day. Shaba, is that right? Is that a good thing for make we pass the MCC report and boast about it? When we country the day, the very country who start with the day, like just because people cannot protest. You see that Michael Mansare, it kind of like say, oh, like now and this woman I build this stadium, waiting and do they lock them up for jail. Is that right? These are some of the issues that we try to talk about. When the president they go against the constitution in section 137, subsection 6, where they say it was set up a tribunal where Myk Berewa facing an investigation, like it was set up a tribunal first before he suspend the Auditor General. When he go against that, is that right? When Cabinet Kalon broke ballot box, is that right? When Chief Minister, he said they don't investigate Chief Minister, that is not true. Even the anti-corruption boss confirm and say he don't do investigation. So even though it takes 2 minutes for now, but he still investigates him. Is that right? When Samuel Talo, when I kind of like expose this thing at the FIU, Saba, then they go take the guy, they arrest him, they put him inside van, they lock him up. Is that right? Is that a good reason for the FCC?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes. Of course. Thank you very much, guys. Now we close with we close with a controversial video where we saw on social media a week ago with the
me not get rebuttal to always say right. But they just go to the next
topic.
Don't talk.
All right,
let's move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I give you that.
Yeah.
The boss.
Yeah.
Ahead, bro.
Thank you. Thank you. We saw a controversial video on social media a week ago where the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone son, they display stack of money, foreign currency on social media. They dance with the money then. So people then say, not to in. So people then say, now fake. I listened to Comrade Koita, one of the audio they sent to me. He said the video is real. I listened to Catchbox, audio they sent to me. He said the video is real. Myk Berewa on Facebook, I saw a write-up. Myk Berewa say, yes, it's real. He said, how about if the money not fake? Maybe the bobo, the stunts on social media with the money. Now, Mike, what you want to tell people who they watch you right now, where you see the First Lady of the Republic of Sierra Leone in Peking get boku money na in hand and they dance with them on social media?
All right, Shaba, first of all, sometimes I don't like for mention Peking when it comes to politics. But since now for the respect for your show, I could just address that. Like I still stick to waiting that they say. When the video come out, the first thing I try for
5 minutes, guy. 5 minutes. Sorry, Mike. 5 minutes. Go.
Okay. When the video come out, the first thing what they do, I mean, maybe they sleep safe, but what quick now I see so many people they tag me. Oh, Myk Berewa, I can't say something. Oh, Myk Berewa, I don't hide. They don't get anything for say. So I come out working, also on net I can work. I come. So I look at the video. First thing what I do, I try for look at and put on a video finder. Try for link the algorithms and see if an authentic video. And there's, of course, yes, the video is authentic. Somebody share them from TikTok where things that happen. But there's a lot of narratives to that video there. Where me not get answer to, where nobody not get answer to. I try for reach to Bobo, I know able get them. For make I know inside of the story. But there is a lot of narratives too. When we put out to people, let people think about it. First thing I say, yes, it's possible to say, na real money that Bobo is done to it. It's possible to say, na real money. But again, the Bobo do business. He's 21 years of age. And they do legitimate business as alone. Everybody knows that with an influence, a mama being first lady, and papa being the president of Sierra Leone, a lot of people then they all want to get sababu for past two and it happen all over. All over the world, you get people then where the president picking and into a lot of controversies, a lot of deal. We see Joe Biden in Bobo, Joe Biden, they use them in name of campaign for Kashmir. We see Donald Trump in Bobo, Donald Jr. A lot of deals and we'll see the name into. We'll see even Obama in Peking, Malia Obama, then see where they smoke jambab na one party where go with him boyfriend openly. So president children always have controversies when they come. That makes them first child. That's the one thing. The other thing back where we look at, that about the music business, that about the stunts, that video, that about no politics. And ever they talk about anything about politics. They talk about trust the process, talk with him, papa and mama don't do nothing. And they rap. And then at school, at France, and they do a possible say, fake money put. We see people that want to start with fake money. A possible, you know, take that away from her. You buy fake money in Amazon, but you buy real money. 50 cents do one. Where go where become bankrupt, do one. The picture there on the web, look it up. Where they don't stack of dollars, they were all fake. Where they stunt like say get money, people they do one. Musicians and they do one, then they put fake money, but that money gone, then they spray them. We'll see where one guy can go barrels of money, he puts na fake all video on top, he puts fake money on top. You see what people then later they say na fake money. So there is a lot of narratives to it. So APC is using this as a politics, money, this. I mean, one person way not let for go through that. Because you know why I don't let for go that through? I am from a family. When I'm presidential family, my uncle was the vice president of Sierra Leone. I live now. I see how things they happen there firsthand. I know. So I know that when it comes to the internet, I don't really like to talk about it a lot because I mean it's more personal to me. If there's something where I get a political thing, nobody can say we even bring up kind of this from here. If there's somebody who gets a political undertone, to say the least, Shaba. The video is provocative. That I will tell you. It is provocative. The optics is not to the right time this, but everybody again, not a politician.
Okay.
The video,
Myk, sorry for interrupting.
Okay.
Sorry for interrupting you. You just said it like an hour ago. See, you get direct contact with the First Lady and the President of Sierra Leone. When this thing happened, do you call the president or the first lady say?
I will not call the president.
Hold on. Do you call the president or the first lady for saying when I'm happy for soon picking on social media the stunts with fake money? Make not say money, fake money. As you said,
okay,
fake money.
Let me just say this thing.
Yeah, go on.
You really expect me, Myk, for take phone and call first lady, not even president. I don't take phone call president. President sometimes email or what. I don't take phone call president. But you really expect me for take phone, call the first lady and say, I see you picking. Probably wait, sometimes you don't see her. I see you picking her, bring them kind of talk and this one.
How about SFPP supporters? Them, you think say them will hope they're fine with that when they see the video on social media?
Shaba, important. It's not relevant. That in personal life. That money they not to $1 million. That money they for Kute, pass $100,000. Man, and then I will not get anything politics. We get them money then at the bank. Probably you just get good thing past Sunday.
But we don't display on social media.
Yeah, because you're different. Your mentality different. Now, Bobo he's 21. Now, Bobo. Probably so they're not even something that video they send all video. Something I go down start because another than the Bobo Instagram, another than TikTok. Sometimes go down start that from baby, they go down start that to party. Sometimes party don't can leak now. Not to send that thing when I pull them. No, all video than. So my point to me the try for raise here is there is a lot of narratives to him. Now we not just stick to him say, oh, now taxpayers' money after the opposition they look at them. What about if not take money? What about if they do business, if they buy business and then Libanese for them Cameroon they do business? What about if not here money? If not money bang bang? What about that? What about not possible say Sierra Leone or somebody go there go hold them kind of money they people that know the way get money pass down the way get her. If you decide for plan to turn about boy decide for show off and they for music, they for flash, politics. Because if my boy political, they go think about the optics. They go think that this is provocative. It's not good for me, mama and papa. But not picking.
But you said that he's 21 years old, Mike.
What thing they want Gaddafi in Bobo not be they do?
Mike, make me mention what other countries them. No, we have about one of the poor countries in the world.
No, what thing?
I said, make we forget about America, England. Now we talk about one of the poorest countries in the world.
If they compare democracy with other countries, would they compare the rule of law with other countries? Would they compare how things for work with other countries? Why not for compare this? What for compare that? You know what I'm saying? The president picking. You got to look at a person. He say you are biased.
No, I'm not biased. But I know what supports President Pekin on social media. There is tons.
I am not so. Okay. I am very clear. I told you the optics is bad. The narrative is bad. It gets a lot of perception, it's perspective. Media opposition they use them now for say, oh, the taxpayers' money, oh, we money away, first lady. Then they use them. Oh yeah, there's point for that. People that don't believe in that. They open them and they open the narrative. Let people look at it. Let them think out of the box. Say, is it possible to say, now fake money? Yes, it's possible to say, fake money, they buy fake money in Amazon, you start. Well, people that want to do music, they do musicians, they do fake money. Secondly, back, it's possible to say, now money, legitimate money, you don't get anything for do with government, you don't get anything for do to take my papa, they take or what? Tip up on people, them. Impossible. Impossible to say, not to anything in money. So tell you go to somebody go swan. So tell you go to Arab man and go swan the money, they just turn to that. But what possibilities there to that video day? So this is all I am saying. I'm not gonna come say, oh yes, that money there, the first lady begin what he do it bad, this and that, and my mind money it's it on our country money not in forex, not in with itself, not to loans. This is what I will see there. So there is a lot of narratives to it. Like I said, it's not important, really important to public disclosure right here. Important to conversation, important to economic growth, important to what can happen. I know say the optics bad, I know say people are suffering, I know say things are hard when people then see perceptions, how they look at them. But again, like I said, there is a lot of narratives to it.
But Mike, some people will say, why important to them? When they see a first lady in Son, the president in Step Pekin, they're on social media, the stones with stone.
Okay. Let me give you a narrative. Since not to compare with other countries. One person with social media, very objective by the Ghanaians. Then one time we president.
You break up. Just move away from the camera, please.
Yeah, you get me now?
Yes, go on.
Hello?
Yes, go on.
Let me make this very clear. Me and somebody will forgive a very objective analysis when it comes to issues. I can remember what be the opposition where Ernest Myk Berewa, ex-president Ernest Myk Berewa, became the married. I don't know if Danke or the other one. I call her married suits them. Teto, even one of the best man and a main man at World College. He sent a suit on to me when I played it. Na Balmain suit anyway. You
get videos of the president buy or maybe not gifts?
No, well, fine. This is we are.
If you marry the guys now, you know me friend. I can say
listen,
I responsible for the suits.
Yeah, not take the word away from me. I'm coming. Even Tedo said, they say cake. Hey, come on, so they fly with the cake, take them. People did say that. You know what I talk? I came back and said, but for Christ's sake, do you expect a president's daughter to marry like me? Do you expect a president's daughter to marry like how you and Rachel when I married a president daughter? If Rachel and Papa na be president, or you Papa na be president, I'm ready for be a married of the century. We all for don't go free. Sometimes they can want them go and pick married and give iPad and Pro Max to people that will go to married, bruh. So, Myk,
you're missing the point here. You're missing the point.
I am not missing the point. The reason I am saying here, I am not Shaba. The reason I am saying I'm bringing this out is there are levels to life. That is one. And two, there is a lot of narratives, just like how you say. So that, like how you say, it can possibly say, then give them free. It can possibly say, people that provide the venue free for Ernest Myk Berewa and Peking. It can possibly say, then donate the cake free. So why if you say not possible back say, that about the money, not fake money? Why not possible say something like give them gear? Why not possible say something, now businessman and go to, then show and the money, it's not to that, not on your own. These are all variables. Why you just want to stick them to one issue, say, oh,
let me give my contribution now.
Okay, Myk, we're wrong for 10 minutes. So thank you very much, Myk. Thank you very much. But I think saying you defend president's in stepson. You know, let's be realistic now.
Of course, of course, I go on for defender.
Why make you go defender because of SPP or maybe because you're a friend? Personal friend.
Actually, Shaba, he's not my friend. Actually, me I know ever. Well, I don't Koita. Me I know ever meet personal on a personal level, like we talk for what. Me I know he's not my friend. I go.
Send him money to buy one property for an American.
What do you say? I know you internet.
Catbox say we want to send the money to you for making buy a house for him. Anyway, now go to Koita. Thank you, Myk Berewa. Thank you. Yes, Koita.
Thank you so much. I mean, phone go up. Say they run out of fire. Just
yes. Thank you very much for coming back at the program. Anyway, we close now. Thank you.
One thing I say, let's be realistic in that topic here. And I start with Umar Fufana. I can imagine, I can still remember, and me and you, and in the Myk Berewa could testify. Say when the former president became married, Umar Fufana make a world news. This is not married to not only the case out to. But say they go the former president to pick the country money, they can't see president being picking. So when he married, he make a world news, he talk so many things and say he's in a state fund and lavish. Remember, this are married, somebody go marry president to pick. Just because that is Mabon and maybe world news, somebody for not good at BBC talk.
Of course,
no, I'm coming. I'll not disturb you. I'm coming. Let me just come. I just want to tell you about this side of Una. When I make a world news, when I make a true, this are married, not to money they take, they say you go count money. And you know what to make I bring this example. Now, let the world know about people like insincerity. MC 91 logo in the past when they married Alice, Umar Fufana, he was very genuine. You make like say genuine, you make reports. BBC News, what him President Peking for marrying the John News, for God's sake, Lord, be very realistic here. I got it. But make a news.
All President Peking never married the news. All President Peking never married the news.
Myk, please. Yes, go on, come.
I know say a propagator in that way for death the past regime, the president. Now, I want to tell Myk something. If they talk say he's very close to Ernest Berewa, I don't want to boast here. I don't want to look for boast, but I want to see vividly he never offered Ernest Berewa or first lady. That's not the topic. We can't for the trust fund. Let me come to this president speaking. For morality, for God's sake, for morality, for God's sake.
Mike.
No, I know you. I hear you what Koita say. You say what?
I close out to you. I close out back. I close out to you. I don't list. I close out to you. For morality, for God's sake, the president in Peking for morality, or even hold that kind of money. Not let me say something. You got it. Maybe to not that false money, you that fake money. That one is not fake. And that worry. Mama and Papa, they were not for them can get big business where they make a big income money. Now we all know you'll be not bankrupt. Everybody know that they lose empires money. We thief all money then count time. If you don't bankrupt in London, never work for 20 years. In human all know the work will be doing in London. It's not a secret. Unless you want a big businessman, 21 years of age, if that money if you encounter is almost $1 million. We deploy pound sterling and dollar. Not to
Mike, don't disturb. Don't interrupt, please. Mike, don't interrupt, please.
For morality's sake. For morality's sake. And then it's about integrity. And then talk say that one like Liberia. He go, he take, he see $50,000. Go hand over and also integrity. This is when Papa na president, instead of a president, a mama na first lady. And we all know the amount of thief we don't claim on top of them. How much money Fatima you don't take? We have, for example, how many money the president not take Fatima? Over $400 million now. We all see. Then we see it is snap pictures where they pull money from that bank. Apart from that video, picture the way they see they pull dollar, the $1 pull up for lavish and France. Men are being like pre-quality education. But it's picking not able to attend school na salon, not even the both school you attend. They have to attend school in France. And the pre-quality education always take out. Then when the flag of when the Michael can't say he spends 21% per education, the president is picking cannot even attend grammar school, St. Edwards, PO, even both school you attend. They get to attend school in France. It's a lavish salon money. For God's sake, let's be realistic here. That money they not to fake. And for that, if people are saying the son of the hold them on the plate. No, I not ask you. Okay, why from the college? Why
but also all courses
no. We are talking of education.
All courses that they provide.
No. Listen, no. Now you want to talk. Now I defend that. I'm coming. I know the camp
for
education.
That they provide.
No. I know the camp for education. Now this will just camp and.
But now you mention that. Now you mention
morality. Yes. Now you.
I don't interrupt, please. Go on.
For morality, see. They get right for hold that money. They so they bluff. They dance with them. Huge amount of money that they. I got it about law pull herself apart from the beginning. Everybody said if you honor the government official not get it for that kind of money. But then they make present you any trip where they travel, they put their family there because then they shape the money so they save with the tip for can't do money laundering that Europe. Now money na France in the name of education and lie. Now for do them banking business day. It don't justify to we say not to book in the land of France. Somebody the land book in a club business. Somebody who always enjoy the sales. If you know they don't say you don't buy the open money, you send the $2 they say now you don't pull now. You don't buy
picture not to buy
people. Okay. No, Myk Berewa, you not sabi. Myk Berewa, you not sabi Fatima Bio reach me. Fatima Bio, me na me small one. Now we born a reason for no. An old person, let you know now. You know sabi. You know that's for Fatima Bio. I know in Papa. Yeah, I know in root. Not in root sabi. Now we born embrace reason for no. Una just for go and clap for them because you don't talk first lady. You know sabi. I know in root. In one of family sabi me because we all grow up around and I'm smaller. So no that now today. You na politics sabi. I know I'm from child. I know in background first for them. In your own background say no get that kind of money. They talk less now for them can get out. No, they don't get up active. For morality,
you know about money, man.
Let me tell you something. Now, how can make that body God make you expose and so for let's show the money. Salon money we not cheap we the place on the public. But for God's sake, you don't talk about if you condemn them, you see one thing, integrity matter. Even for statement them. If I condemn something, I know they ever come for fight tune up. If you even a man if they give money safe now, we condemn something, stand by the if you give it. You don't say this is wrong. It's wrong. Not justify, not defend them. They jeopardize your integrity, Mike. If you want to keep your integrity, you don't say wrong. Don't go and try for fine tune and say something like false money, so that is no, but not even fine tune. If you get integrity, you say you're wrong. Period. For God's sake, try for make yourself relevant. Like when you don't talk something, then they say, okay, my people talk, they are not change. But when I talk something, like say, don't find sign say, Pala talk something about later, I go make so back. You can want people to view. You want people to view. If you know to that, like when you don't say wrong, so you're wrong. What's wrong? You're wrong. I don't want to know false money. Me, I don't know if I false money. Hence, you
I already get paid for it.
To me, the son of the first lady is strong. It's strong. hence you hold money, you pull them. I know the finance of the first lady of Syria. They all know the amount of children that are. So Egati Shaba, for conclude this year, I said, now make me in the topic that says Salo be passed to all. If we pass any political party to any individual, now we put Salo first because not for we. Me and you Egati Shaba also by this dynamic could also today. If you put them in the top for yesterday, maybe today they can you forget to cool. Now in lucky. And the mentality will make the talk, but in the part of that, where they're mentally sick. Because saying they say somebody say no, he knows it.
You know, gonna wait.
No, yes, because everyone can know Rabi. They're not jail. Like they kill me. Now the civil you this. I know because of the civil
So why MCC? Why Comrade Koita run away from the country? You just answer the question why we not pass MCC.
What you do? Let him tell you what.
Mike, please mute. I'm gonna mute
you. This man knows it. If this man knows it, this America say that and then talk say he knows say we know say they lie. He still talk they lie and continue for lie. That and that he knows say what in a lie. He knows we know say they lie. Me, the problem, me I serve the country with honesty. All man knows I go through. But all man knows I was arrested. They say force me over truth man abuse because I defend poor boy. They lock me at jail. Come back and they continue for expose the secret of Parliament Road. They target me. They say they arrest me again. So I get for not for the jail afraid because then they talk as they kill me. Threat from presidents and law from all over. I have to save my life. And God knows I journey. I don't can I say we see a platform for all continue because I have evidence against them. If this man be honest, Myk Berewa, he didn't make any statement attached to that particular video for saying that false money or this because they're not honest. Then believe in bootlicking. Wait, this so I don't know. With not disrespect, I know the kind of job they do it make you still the bootlick President Bill in Africa. Because if you believe in this again abroad, you know see the sweat, you know see family they suffer. I'm sure people in that village only they suffer this poverty. They jubilate somebody in your success. You see the beginning of businessman. Whose business they do? Now you first see a businessman. Now you see the college. Whose statement to receive from you? Which one for believe? College or business? So contradicting step in two statements. Say first a businessman. Business and
the college at the same time.
No. 20 years of age, my friend. You are talking to people who level.
What is wrong with that?
No, it's not possible. In Africa, it's not possible.
So why you mean it's not possible?
Close the topic in saying you've never worked with the first lady.
Why you mean it's not possible?
For president.
Why you mean
I can close that now. I with authority. You've never worked with them. You've never worked with them. So nobody they college do big business. No, it's not possible. They mix university with business. That teaching they work there.
You know many people in the college.
Yes, Kashi.
Thank you. Yes. You know, yes. Shaba, you see, one thing where I take from this night is the fact that, you know, this man don't expose himself, and I don't see the reason why he do what he do so. For me, in Uncle, one part the people that will destroy Salone. When they go take yes, it's to line up, they give people for me to vote for him. Now Uncle. Now they destroy Salone.
Right, you go personal now. Shaba, you allow that?
No. I don't see the reason.
No, it's all right. It's all right. I just want to let you say. No. Don't stop me while they get loose.
No, I told you guys. I told you.
It's the truth.
They take away
from because some power now.
Just at the listener. I don't just want me to go come. Let you not stop me. Go ahead. I like that. Go ahead.
And they say if you don't take time, the reason why you there America now because of we poor people the money, now make you there America. Now I see the reason why you defend the thing there. Because now Myk now the system for destroy lifestyle. Now una better. So una the mass other people aid for make una better. Now I see the reason. Now you uncle all. Now they see people the money. When people in the die in the country, now are responsible. You enjoy people in demise. You make people in the die in the country because you want the America. But I want to go see her one day. You see, Shaba, when you look at the country, now Myk Berewa, once you are glad for us, they don't give credence to the African Express. He say everything when the African Express they talk, they get them. It's true. They don't talk. They don't tell me that. Secondly, they don't tell me about the first lady in the team say the video not true. So waiting the SLPP stalwarts and they go and talk say not true. He don't confirm them now say not true. Then thirdly, they don't tell me say come with Koita run away. So in other words, this side of this video and they go cut them and send them to the MCC because itself don't tell we say come with Koita run away from oppression. And these are the things where we want evidence to. So that they get them 14 there, now they carry. One, now make the system because you uncle as a result of people we don't get good hospital, we don't get good water, we don't get good school. Now money we money them 96% you come America. Secondly, you don't give credence to the African Express. Thirdly, the first lady between you say the video is correct. The fourth one, you say Comrade Koita run away. So we got every reason now for make we go tell people and say, now look, these are the people and then they tell me now say Comrade Koita run away because of the oppressed with the oppressor. Thank you very much. And I really appreciate this net. You know, when you look at the Bobo in video, when they talk say the Bobo get business, you see, every day when they try to cover up something that is implicating ourselves. If you want a business, yes, we'll go check the business in registration. Let me see who's that pull that money there. Now, when they try to cover up, like I say, now fake money. You guys are very, very good. At 21 years old, Bobo, now big man. Now you tell me say you get access. You say it very provocative. It means it is very, very serious. This is not the president where we say, Ingo prefer for me picking suffer today, they enjoy tomorrow. But you picking they enjoy today. But everybody else is picking for suffer. Now you picking they enjoy, they play with dollar. Now you they tell we say the mobile like how it is provocative. If it's provocative, surely I want to believe it is serious. And if it's serious, there is every reason for make you call the first lady. But what you tell me, you say you know we'll call the first lady. Why make Shaba for expect you for call the first lady for this issue? But you don't say the issue provocative. You don't say the issue serious. So why you not for call the first lady for prove? No, because you get nothing for different. Now you say you call and Escoma, you call Marabio, you call the first lady. So why can't you call the first lady for check them in there? Before that you try to defend the thing. You know, I know the last word to you. I don't ever use the 5 minutes. The last word. I think for some reason, even though for somebody we don't benefit from salon money, but you seem to be a little bit objective, a little bit. With our advice, you take away the SL people to some extent, maybe the Mende business. Take away take that thing a little bit away. Then I think we can become friends. We can become acquaintance. Because I feel like I say, you kind of like get the thing where it takes for the objective. But you do it by willful, not for the objective. Because you want to defend the things some way, not defensible. Please, I beg you. Between me, like this is not the first time where I meet you. But I suspect you get this thing inside of you. Make the most of it. Take the good side. Forget about the SLPP because forget about political. I don't say forget about SLPP.
Enough, Shaba. Can I come in?
No, you got 1 minute more. You got 1 minute more. Hold on, you got 1 minute more. Yeah, go on.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Take away. And by the way, Shaba, if you come back, I come back because like in your time, don't. Take away the party politics.
I'm your time, don't.
And make we country because it's about time we make we country. Even though you don't enjoy from the country, you uncle don't take money for Facebook America. You don't milk the system. You don't kill people as a result of your better life when you get in America now. But still, there is still chance and time for make you make them up to the people.
Shaba, let me just go straight to the point. I hope what a leash now. You know.
But it's just 2 minutes because we have to plan.
Bro, with all due respect, no, listen to me. Shaba, you've been biased.
I'm the boss.
Want me to talk? Why I go off talk? You tell me say cancel.
But you don't interrupt them so many times.
Okay, let me just say. Let me go to you, Cash. First of all, I want to let you. I'm not responsible which family you come up. I'm not responsible if your family. Nah, who that? I'm not responsible.
But are you on your family?
I'm not responsible. No, I'm Shaba.
Cashbox. Hold on, please. Hold on.
I'm not responsible. I really they hold me peace. I don't want to leash out because of the respect and the friendship women Shaba gets. For the respect for his show. I will hold that and go back straight to the issues. I will just let that because I just rethink back. I don't want I respect him so much. He's my friend for a very long time. I don't want to point the show. So you talk all the time with you to talk. But let me just go straight to the points and we want to reach Shaba. Shaba, like I tell you, I can call the first lady for tell them about in Bobo what's in the happen. They don't probably see her on social media. I can't call the first lady. So, Olori Bobo, I don't know. I will call the Bobo directly. Bobo will pick me, call her, ask him, and then come here objectively and say, Shaba, you see me on social media, I criticize SLPP. I criticize them. When they go wrong, I criticize them. When they do good, and do good. But why do you want to narrow your perception for make a thing say, yes, this Bobo, I call her, the money na real. This Bobo, na tiffy mama, tiffy money here. What? Do I know that? Why do you want to force me? Because in our opposition, you want to force me for let me government look bad. I need to follow you. I don't need to say that. And I just want to give me 2 minutes, make I elaborate something. Since these people are going off topic, these are the same people that talk about President Bio, they fly. I want to let people understand because they make mention, see, President Bio, they take family, put them inside this, can go for padium. Try to understand one thing. President, not all South presidents to go where now the states now they fund them. Not all South presidents go state they fund them. And all South presidents don't go. Shaba, president don't come with benefits. I'll give you some of the highlights. President goes Senegal. The reason why President goes Senegal for the way we win election, the first time we go Senegal, the 10th, 4th, the 18th, 2018, on the 10th month. He got there because of construction company, the CSE day. And Macky Sall also helped him a lot for support him during in election. So he go there for negotiate a lot for construction business as well. Then after that, he go Koita, where he meet with Sheikh Tamim bin Hamid. Where he meet at Okada, they talk about agriculture, they talk about youth employment, they talk about tourism. He go there for land water, how then they develop for managing own resources. You see the relationship with after that, about 11 years, APC then power on not water. Now 3 years.
Well, at least Anes not go for goal now. Anes not go for goal now.
3 years. 3 years. No, 3 years. Don't interrupt me when you talk and listen. 3 years. Wait. President Bio go Commonwealth. They go Commonwealth, of course. Commonwealth. All countries they go Commonwealth. After that, where they go Ivory Coast. What to make it go to Ivory Coast? It go meet Quatara because of bilateral relationships. So they inaugurate them. It go Liberia. We go Liberia. Why make it go Liberia? We get bilateral relationships now. Border countries because of security. President Biona is the chairman of the C10 of Africa for security in Africa. So good thing the way and depa. It go Nigeria. It go Mauritania. It go Togo. It go China. It go China for the FOCAC meeting where all presidents then go. So why the top of President Bio they go? Who side the President Bio they go where they go? Other presidents they know they. Who side they go? Other presidents they know they. Sierra Leone image has been lost. We'll see where APC go Japan. Where they go to hotel. They go then come out and not pay.
So you still believe that?
What
so
is
you still believe that?
What is
government? I can't talk about that.
President
so you
don't get reason for life.
Okay,
President
okay.
Finish. For life. You call yourself independent. You call yourself independent, sir, but you just expose yourself because there is nothing you talk in favor of the government, sir. When you say independent, you want to tell me.
Are they exposing our lives? Are they exposing our lives? That's what I'm doing.
No, you are not.
Cashbox, please. Cashbox, I will give 2 minutes before close. Cashbox, I will give 2 minutes before close. Please, just mute, please.
You interrupt me. When you get your closing statements, you will come with all that. You say you call yourself independent, but you criticizing. You are aligned with Koita. But now today na Ibrahim show. Now all the day, you guys are bodies. You Koita and Abraham now they talk lie to people that share fake pictures.
Because we are exposing you guys.
Because we all get it's all about motives. It's all about motives. You people are losing elections all over. You don't lost elections na Kono. When they lost by elections na Kenema.
My 45 seconds, please.
Think about it. Waiting.
45 seconds, please.
Think about it.
Seconds,
so when they try for talk of governance, talk for governance. Talk for governance. Stick on the issues. Talk for realities. Talk about the things and what they happen at Sierra Leone. I am not coming here to tell you Sierra Leone is sweet. It's hard. Things are hard in Sierra Leone. But what are we doing? We are on the right trajectory to economic recovery. 11 years we are in power. If we be left light work and president, be for the thing about lights. If we be left agriculture, we be plants, yes, not for the thing about that. If we be left pipe-borne waters, we not for the thing about that. If we be left with hospital systems and in place, we not for the thing about that. But 11 years in power, and Adebule will be the empower. 11 years in power, all things rotten. Every percent of that country is rotten. Agriculture is rotten, tourism is rotten, education is rotten, energy is rotten, mines is rotten, trade is rotten, everything is rotten in that country. 11 years in governance don't do, hold on, Shaba. 11 years in governance don't do, Tolauna do something.
Okay,
we have to start from all over. It is a shame you guys come and sit down here, you open your mouth and tell the people of Sierra Leone, say, it was a better governance.
Myk, I come back to you. I come back to you for get Salon people a final message.
So appalling. 2013, that country was the most corrupt country in Sierra Leone. When I don't embezzle everything in that country, wreck the economy, people then die. Corruption don't kill past mudslide, past Ebola, past everything. Now the same thing we want to do what it 21 years civil war in that country. Day. No,
okay, Myk, thank you. I will come back to you. I will come back to you for a closing message.
I will come in my closing statement for this people.
Yes, I'll come back to you for a closing statement. Talk to bring in Cashbox for 2 minutes. We run out of time now, please.
Thank you, Shaba. You see, it is such a shame.
You don't need to bring Cashbox again. Bring Koita. You have been
on not online.
This man just talk. So bring Koita. I'm not going to allow you to talk.
Koita is offline, Myk. Koita is offline, Myk. Just 2 minutes. Koita is offline.
I'm going to expose
you have to be fair. When you don't talk, if you talk, Mr. Go say how they talk. You don't talk. Allow him to talk and not interrupt him. Bring Koita, let Koita.
Myk, we're closing now. Myk, we're closing. With all due respect, guys.
No,
please, don't go personal. Please don't go personal. Please don't go personal. Please.
When you talk about Japan, it is, oh my God, Salon, sorry, because these are the people where the SL people stalwarts that they listen to. This guy, Japan, Shaba, surely you and Rachel go book hotel. When I don't go book hotel, when you book the hotel, then they give you the confirmation before you go there. Surely, we all are before you go to your hotel, not when you go there, you go pay. Not to come market when you go buy pepper. You give me the pepper, I give you money. No.
We're mostly women who have the travel and you do all the reservation and then you get everything. So I don't get anything for doing with that anyway.
So when Rachel go down book camp, don't see and say you don't get a reservation. Before they give the word reservation, they don't.
Government interaction different from individual interaction.
In fact,
government to government.
Okay, in fact,
the foreign ministry in that country.
Myk, allow me to make points. Make points, please.
It's just like when they tell me, say, need to open me mouth. This guy, but always, the vice president, if we money for educate, but still, able, get manners for tell person say, you don't open your mouth. These are some of the danger that we
don't go personal, please. Go ahead.
No, I'm not going personal, Shaba. But it's just that the word reservation, it means, in fact, when a government, in fact, if they don't book, then they book up way earlier than as me and you two. Government say they reserve them, proper one for them.
You know how foreign relations work. So
how the president go tell we say now we reach that the hotel, then they tell us say it is the kind inside because the last government we get that stay. In a million years, it's not possible. Million years, it's not possible. Just like how this president lie back say it is say $500 per child. Where we say we total budget now in country now 7.5 trillion. But when you do $500 per child, multiply by 2.3 million between them when they say that they get access to free education, that's 13 trillion. So when the man light What he say they spend per education, it passed the total budget for the country for a year.
People, president not tell you say they spend 500 a child. They say every family they save $500 a child.
Okay,
now when some
okay.
Mike, please. Mike,
what did they talk? You don't stop me.
Mike, but you have interrupted so many times. Allow me 45 seconds, please.
Okay, Mark corrector now. When the president say it save $500, they ask Keke Thomas at 98.1, say how people in the save $500. Now Keke Thomas say, he say when the president
say you correct me, say you get the right information now.
You see full top. Now Keke Thomas say it means that government they pay on behalf. And secondly, even by saying that they save $500 per child, it literally means say waiting people and they spend before. Now in they spend now because they buy uniform, they feed them, they kind of like pay school fee for them. So saving $500 literally means say now in waiting them they do now in the do now. It basically mean that. Basically,
you get issues calculation. When president say you are saving $500, means $500 is going into the pocket of the people. That's what they are saving.
Yes. Okay.
So they're not saying and they spend.
Mute this guy. So if $500,
these are simple things where everybody knows.
Keep quiet.
These are simple things.
Mike, keep quiet.
Why did they lie?
I'm going to make it simple for you. If $500 they go now to people in pocket, it means the uniform where they buy, it don't have a pocket because government they pay for them. The lunch where they give, it don't have a pocket because government they pay for the lunch now. Who's that? You don't send the money they come out, the government they pay. It means that government they pay them.
Guys,
I want to teach you something.
Guys, thank you. Let's 1 minute.
Somebody might interrupt me.
Closing. Just 10 seconds, please. 10 seconds, cash box.
Yeah, when we talk about the hotel, and they talk say the president said, "Oh, they're going to Japan." How you go believe that? You, the vice president, if money for educate you, you still believe say go to the president they talk not true. How you go believe that?
Not a vice president educates me, bro. Set him up. He talk about what you know.
You know, Shaba.
You don't even know how I came here. You don't even know what I did. You don't know me. You say you don't know me. So stop assuming. It's bad. Assumptions are
go to hotel. Now when you reach at the hotel, when you reach at the hotel, and they tell you say you get that there, you get a kind inside. Every reservation when you make that hotel, before you reach there, then they confirm them or reject them.
Governments operate different from individuals.
When they write on Facebook, believe such lie.
Governments operate different from individuals.
Mute.
Okay. I do appreciate you guys. Well, on my invitation, but we don't run out of time extremely. Now we get 1 minute for close. Mike, I will give 1 minute.
No. You can't start with them. I'm gonna close. Start with them. You don't start with me. You've been biased with me today, but it's all good too.
Well, to be honest with you,
let them talk.
To be honest with you, I'm happy when you say I'm biased with you today.
You know, you are. Today. You are, because you allow people to
I do
get personal.
I do appreciate that because the previous debates there, people they come after me on social media say I didn't give enough time. So I do appreciate that today.
Next time, bring level-headed people who will discuss.
Not bring
bunch of jokers.
Come on, Mike. Cat box.
No, true, bro.
1 minute message to salon people really watch you right now.
Absolutely. You know, Shaba, the thing where I say we get for be very, very nationalistic. You see, salon, you know, we're in a place where if we know the opportunity where we get right now for make salon, you know, the exposure where we don't get, for the fact that we need for kind of like see way beyond waiting the old politicians we don't feed with. Shaba, the opportunity where salon get, We get like, the thing where with water, there was a research about Turkey. Turkey, they make about $100 million a month from the water. They say if only Salon serious, we get the resources, we could make 3 or 4 times with waiting Turkey to get from the water. But you know what? We are waiting for them to give it roller as donation, as grant. That is what we're waiting for. Shaba, the Singapore, they talk about Singapore, as I talk to you, get way over $500 million debt. They use like with people like Insana money, they take stone money. Salon for don't go beyond where they sit down, they wait for make MCC can give we money. Imagine the money where they wait for so for make MCC give we. It's there within the region of 400 million, as then they say. But one great company, when at SL Mining, they make about $450 million every year from we country. The total revenue West Salon they make now about 500 million per year. Now they make as a country. But one company, when at SL Mining, Newco, GL Holding, they make about 450 million every year now we country. Shaba, we country. Imagine SL Mining, they go out there, go take debt. As I talk to you, SL Mining debt about 1.4 billion debt, 9 and debt. Then it go the basic principle again. When I'm they say, now money, you take stone money. SL Mining, they go take debt for 1.4 billion. SL Mining, they operate about 40 different countries across the world. They go take 1.4 billion for invest, for make money. We now, then they can make 400 million, just Salon alone, they make 400 million from we country. We can do it. If only we kind of like open we yarn and see her. We get with the best iron on our country. We get rutile, we get diamond. Nishaba, if only Salon people that wake up and demand waiting due to we. The timber them, we get one of the best timber them. We don't need for to go export them to China. We don't need for export with iron ore to China. They make iron rod. They face and back in Salon. We can do it as a country. All it takes now for make we get the right mindset, just so people can see that we can make the good of Salon. Thank you very much, Shaba.
Thank you very much, Cashbox. Myk Berewa.
All right, and Pamela, I just want to tell you plenty thank you. Sometimes debates get heated, and then people can go at each other. But one of the things I want to say is, Sierra Leone at a crossroad. We are not as a country. We are not there as a people. There is a lot to be done as a country. But we need to trust the process. We need to believe in the process. One way where this country will change, one way we'll get a better country, we'll get a better Sierra Leone. Now we will get an informed population, we'll get an educated population. And that is what this government believes in. This government believes in human capital development. That is why this government is spend heavily on education. We're not going to see the benefits now. We're not even see Mr. President Bio in time. But after 5, 15 years, 20 years, them picking their way, then they educate now, then get the better education in STEM, in science, technology, mathematics. This picking and will come tomorrow and become big leaders. Then go become informed leaders. We will get the parliament, so then we'll make informed decisions. So do ya, come with them. A lot they go on social media. Like them two guys that always run here, then they lie. They don't spew a lot of hate. They don't spew a lot of divisive messages to people. Let people search for information. I am here to give you the facts. Everything I say here, it's the facts about Sierra Leone. Like I said again, it's hard. Things are hard in that country. Rates don't go up. Not true. Lights not the outside. It's fact that you got your money from. Water like, not the outside. Not true. But again, now we ask ourselves a genuine question.
It is factual that you are educated from we country
if
money.
If they be left light, man, me close the statement here. You want to interrupt?
Yeah, because really? You are attacking me.
I did
because
not.
You're lying.
I left you closing statement. So don't interrupt.
Please.
Be decent for once.
Yeah, me closing statement. So, I did not attack
Shaba.
Please,
I go back to my point.
Please, Cashbox, please.
People, now we know say we are not here as a country. We have a lot to do. The reason why we have a lot to do now because all too rotting. Then people then left the country rotting. In every ministry, every facet of development, if APC be left,
please, Cashbox, please.
Left water, we not for the member water. If APC be left light, not country, we not for the member light.
If Solomon
be
Bayo
left
not be
for
go buy
the-
one
for the
baguette for votes,
farming.
like
We
from
know for the
Jawa-
member farming. But right now we are starting all over. And if you are a Sierra Leonean listening to me,
20
if you
seconds.
listen to me here on this platform, you very well know say 3 years not do follow solve the problems in Sierra Leone. 4 years not do follow solve the problem. Even
Can
10
imagine
years not do follow solve the
$8,000
problem.
for 3
But
years. The
we
president
are
achieved
on the
6
right
billions.
trajectory to economic recovery. That is what I believe in.
10
The
seconds.
people that want to
Economic
Sierra
theft.
Leoneans, them,
Economic theft.
they know this. People them want to Sierra Leoneans know this. International
Stop
community
lying.
know this. The policies them all they put in place for make sure this country go before, they are in place. It takes me and you, for we believe in the process, support the president's agenda, support the people of Sierra Leone. Lord, we make sure say this country become better for we all and for we begin them tomorrow. Shabbat, amen.
Fambulem, Cashbox, I do appreciate where you honor the invitation for company's debates today. Myk Berewa also, I do appreciate you when you come. You always then at this platform. But before we now go to make peace, we are all Sierra Leoneans.
No.
Now brothers then, Myk, Cashbox and Comrade Koita along offline. We are all brothers. We are all brothers. Please, I appreciate you now. I tell you now, thank you. We will not join this program today. And also yes, we all don't learn now so today. We are the platform, we don't learn. You want to really watch me, where they send the comments them, where they send them and question them. I do appreciate you now, and also we all learn today the good, the bad, and the ugly. Fabulem, Mina Egatishaba.